Ta-da! We're back for another vampire game.
Hello.
Oh, I'm echoing on myself. What's going on here? Yeah, I think so. There, we're good. Host Migration. I know who you are, but thank you very much for the subscription. That burp. Okay, so tonight is a one-shot. It does take place in our Blood in the Six Chronicle in Toronto. Before we get rolling on things, as always, our sponsor, CanadianDice.ca. Head over to CanadianDice.ca, pick up some dice. Ryan just got some new, like a full 10-sider set for Vampire, right?
Yep.
Yep. Do you have them there already? If people order them?
Yep, I got some right now.
Oh, awesome.
I can show you. I don't know where they are.
They're sort of red.
Hold on.
Red and bloody. Yeah, so go over to CanadianDice.ca, check those out. When you check out, use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice, OMRD. You'll get 15% off your entire order. So you can buy lots of stuff and then take the 15% discount.
And those are all Canadian harvested dice, harvested really directly off the dice tree.
Yeah, they're all like black and red and bloody, all D10s.
Nice, nice. For your vampire game, for your werewolf game, for your hunter game. We just like them because they're vampires. As
they
always,
use dice to roll craps. So that's something you do.
No,
do just for our RPGs.
We're not rolling craps here. Can you roll craps in Canada? I think it's illegal.
I have no idea. I'm not really sure what it is.
You can play craps in Canada.
At a casino, like you can't do it in a back alley. That's what.
No.
Hey Plush, hey Duality, hey True North. Welcome everybody. So Vampire can be a game of horror. I say can be because not all of these stories are particularly horrific. But we could touch on something that is triggering to you or upsetting to you. We would ask that you simply, pause, walk away from your screen, go check something else out, and come back once we're done. We have done safety checks with our team here, and we sort of know do's and don'ts, and I think we're good on our end. But make sure you do that in your own game when you're running horror. It's always helpful. And, things that might happen during the game. There's certainly power inequities, blood, gore, violence, sex, all the good stuff. Sex.
Who's getting laid?
It's vampire. Sex is inevitable, right?
Oh,
Isn't that why we play this game?
I guess so.
That's my thought.
Hey,
that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
Why else would anyone be here?
How many people are in the six stable now? I know how many people I have.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, you know what? That's a great point. Let's bring that up. So we're running this Blood in the Six Chronicle, and it takes place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we have recruited players for not only the Camarilla side, which we'll be playing tonight, but also our Anarch side. So the Anarchs currently, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players over there. No, sorry, one's dead. So 5 players over there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players over here now.
Rest in peace, Kieran.
Not bad. And actually, Alan is trading sides.
Yep. Kieran exploded mysteriously.
He did.
Which is sad. We all cried.
Yep. There was a lot of tears.
Yep.
I know. Well, you know what? Let's run the trailer, and then we can start killing people. Sound good? This is still fine.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. So listen, it's New Year's Eve, and Toronto has just, the world has just had Christmas celebrations. The city is cold. There are flurries, but not heavy snow. And, everything is sort of peaceful on Earth, if you might say. That is to say, though, that over the last little while, the Second Inquisition have really been taking a round out of Toronto and the kindred here. Not just Camarilla, Anarch and Camarilla alike. So there, if you've watched our other one-shots, you may have seen what I'm talking about, or if you watched the Anarch chapter that we just finished. The Inquisition is on like full alert, and there's a lot of vampires hiding. Specifically, Clementine is not with us tonight, as she is in hiding, very, very deep in hiding. Has gone totally underground, and no, we don't have any contact with her at this time. That being said, you have learned of another kindred in your part of the city. Introductions were made by the Primogen of the Ventru. This is her child that is on your turf, everybody. Now, the Primogen's name is Marissa, and she is a Ventru. And she has essentially asked your coterie to take her child under your wing. She believes he'll perform admirably. And, once he reaches a certain level of status in the Camarilla in Toronto, then you will all be afforded sort of a boon by Clan Ventru, which you all think can't be so bad an idea. Okay? However, tonight, we're going to start with everyone waking up and making a rouse check for me. So go ahead and make that roll. The sun goes down in Toronto this time of year. Like 5 o'clock, it's dark. So it's maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock as you guys are waking from your evening slumber.
Hey, I failed.
Hey, that happens. Did we have lots of failures?
At least 2.
Cornelius, your hunger should only be at 3, bud. You should have started at 2 at the start of the session.
Can I reset that?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Is mine set right, Jeremy?
Yeah. Randall, you're good. You're successful, so you're not any hungrier. Lacey is a little hungrier, and Cornelius is a little hungrier. So everyone rouses in their havens. And Lacey, you wake up to your phone pinging. And when you look over, it's on the lock screen, right? But you can see the alerts for text messages that have been coming in, and there's tons of them.
Fuck.
All of them have arrived from one of Lacey's touchstones, actually. Do you want to tell us who he is?
My touchstone is Yannick. Alt now.
Mm-hmm.
I helped in the murder of his entire family.
Yes, and felt bad about it. He's not aware of you doing that to his family, is he?
I don't know.
I think that's gray. I don't think we've addressed that in the story. But the text messages are things like, "Get in touch now. Where are you? Wake up. I need you to call me right away." And there's lots of caps and angry face emojis.
A couple of eggplants.
There are no eggplants, I promise.
There not be any eggplant. Known him since he was a child.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Also, Your dog is whining at the end of the bed, wanting to go outside.
Moose.
Wanting to go outside.
Hey,
You hear Allie crashing around in the house somewhere.
bruh. This.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
You shut up. I get up, put some clothes on, take Moose.
Okay, as you step out your back door onto a sort of a porch that probably needs to be replaced, you just haven't gotten around to it yet. The cold night air hits your face. Being cold is not really a bother anymore to you, but you can feel the difference nonetheless. The dog makes a run for somewhere to relieve itself, and
Been here like months. Why? Yannick.
okay, so you call Yannick. He's like, "Oh, thank you for getting back to me. I was starting to worry something was wrong."
No. Bruh. Know that I sleep during.
Oh, fair. Listen. I have something that I need to talk to you about, and probably not best to do it over the phone. Can I meet you somewhere? Can I come by maybe? This is really urgent. And you can tell in his voice he's upset.
Just give me like 15 minutes. The place is a mess.
Okay. He agrees to that. So we do it?
Moose finishes his business.
Yes.
Put real clothes.
Yep.
Clothes are basically better in the.
Okay. Fair.
I put Moose. Allie.
What?
Into Tim's. Yannick needs to talk. Do you want to?
Sure.
Why don't we say that it just sort of coincides with a coterie meeting as well? Like you had already planned to check in with Cornelius and the new guy.
Oh yeah.
I make sure to pack a blood bag with me.
Okay.
Guy's gonna be.
Incidentally, Allie has reestablished a way to get blood bags, as Primogen Marissa's new child has been of some assistance getting blood bags, and the Primogen, wanting you to take good care of Randall, has made sure that some of those make their way to Allie. Free of charge, of course.
We're gonna text.
Okay, so you check in with them?
I'm just trying to get one. So.
You're looking to feed?
Blah, blah.
Okay. So the four of you meet at... Is it Tim Hortons, or do you want to use our coffee shop from the previous chapter?
Can our coffee shop from the previous chapter be a Tim Hortons?
No, I think it was
how about
a
it's
little
Tim
more...
Hortons now. Because we
Like
we
it went
killed
out of
people.
business?
We
Okay,
killed
sure.
people there.
I don't
No,
think you actually killed anyone there.
We didn't kill anybody. I just scared the shit out of that one guy.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the baristas were a little upset, but okay.
Right, so there was like a mass exodus because freaked them all. And then they had to
So
close.
you come into Tim Hortons, you find a place, and everybody's seated. Yannick is not there yet. He's got a bit of a drive ahead of him. Cornelius, is your car parked outside?
Of the Tim Hortons?
It's all
Yes.
tricked out now.
Yeah, but it has like a purple underglow kit on it.
Okay.
Does it have
Okay.
okay, I need to know, does it have the hubcap spin? Not real spinners, hubcaps.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But also, isn't your car green?
Yeah, mint metallic green.
Green and purple are opposite of perfectly.
I'm not so sure.
Is it a Toyota?
No, it is
They're
not.
very reliable.
Yes. Toyotas are very Anarch.
There you go.
They
There it
are.
is.
Those
There it
freaking Camrys are very Anarch style.
That's a Delta 88, Alan.
Randall, since you're the new guy here, why don't you describe Randall to us as he comes into the Tim Hortons? Because I'm not sure he really fits into Tim Hortons.
No, Randall doesn't. Randall is clearly wearing a very expensive two-piece suit. At least he's wearing the pants and the vest part, or three-piece suit, the pants and the vest, the jacket.
No, it's another Cisco.
And he feels very out of place here. The place is the coffee that he gets. The coffee that he gets normally is imported, and fair trade, and all that good stuff.
This coffee is
the-
imported.
I hate him already.
From the
Tim Hortons.
States.
Yeah, it looks very uncomfortable.
Okay.
We've obviously been in one, but just not for a while.
Are we ordering coffees? Because we can't really drink them unless we're blush of lifing, and even then we're just delaying the inevitable.
It's called.
What goes in, gotta come out.
It's
Okay.
not like the glasses are clear.
Smelling it. It's warm to the touch. That's certainly nice. As you sit there, the Tim Hortons has not taken their Christmas decorations down yet. There's still tinsel hanging from the windows, and a number of windows contain the peanut characters that have been painted on the windows by a local artist. And teenagers have also scratched like very rude. Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
And not Allie. Or not Lacey.
Well, it could have been. It could have been.
I
No one can
insisted.
prove that. It is New Year's Eve, you realize, and there was a time where this would have been, fun and joyous for you. However, you're kindred now, and maybe you haven't been celebrating New Year's all that much recently. But you sort of think back to some of the fond memories of New Year's Eve parties and things like that. Would anyone like to share like a memory that their character is thinking about that of New Year's Eve past? Was there a special someone that you kissed that night? Was there a party that just cannot be forgotten even now that you're dead?
I remember the first New Year's Eve party with my wife.
A little somber then tonight?
A little somber, knowing that she is alive,
Mm-hmm.
but not with us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is that reflective in your appearance, or are you keeping it that on the down low?
No, very stoic, unreadable expression.
Okay.
I remember New Year's 1944. I was sitting in a goddamn ditch. Fucking trees exploding all around me outside the Ardennes forest.
Yeah, you're thinking back. You're thinking back to France.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bulge.
I don't know what the hell those Germans were singing about. Nothing to be happy.
Is that coming through on Cornelius's face?
Yeah.
Look at me laugh at his trauma. It's horrible.
Are you just saying this out loud?
Probably.
He's had
Yeah,
like
probably not.
70 years to get some therapy. Get on it.
Real men don't go to therapy.
Cornelius is clearly, older in mortal years. You're not sure about vampiric years. You do know, Randall, you do know that this coterie that you've been placed with, they had some recent success in rescuing the Sensual's child, the Sensual of the city. She had gone astray. You don't know all the details, but what you did hear from your primogen is that, Cornelius is the one to be thanked for the success of the mission. Mostly because she doesn't trust the Bruja, and the Toreador seems a little flaky. So clearly, it had to be Cornelius, and Cornelius is riding this success as well. The fact that the Primogen would trust their child with him, that only further cements the point.
I guess I have to trust in my Primogen, my honored Primogen's teachings and techniques. So let's go along with it, despite its unorthodox nature.
So a young boy, I say young, we're talking 19, 20 years old here, barely old enough to drink, comes in. He should probably be wearing boots, but he's wearing running shoes that look like they might be the only ones he has. He's got a jacket pulled up over his shoulders. It's not zipped up though. He's got the ear pods in that he takes out as he approaches the table, and as he sits down, he grabs Lacey's coffee and takes a drink.
Dude.
You're a little young for hearing aids.
They're not hearing aids. They're never mind.
Oh.
Don't worry about corn.
He says, look, I need to talk to you. My friend Isabel, I think Isabel's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Who is this?
I'm Yannick.
This is Yannick.
Who are you?
This is Randall.
I'm Randall.
He's a prick.
Oh, fair. Yeah, Isabel's
pretend to take a sip of the coffee.
Okay. Isabel's a really good friend. She's sort of famous. And well, she's a streamer, and she streams about things like she's sort of a kitchen witch. She practices kitchen magic. Do you know what that is?
Is it like the hot tub thing?
No, not like the hot tub thing.
How do you know?
No.
What hot tub stream.
You really want to know the answer to that question?
I'm
Lace?
very curious. Like, do you have a subscription?
I'm dead, but I'm not dead everywhere.
Anyway, Isabel is sort of like, she's really smart. She knows a lot about paganism, kitchen magic, things like that. She's self-described as knowing witchy shit.
Okay.
Can everybody give me an insight wits check here? We'll have our first roll tonight.
How do you do that again?
So you click on insight.
Oh, that's right. It's a skill.
And then you click on wits. There's no modifier. The difficulty is 2.
I see critical right out of the gate.
Can I have a modifier because I've known him since he was?
Sure, I'll give you a +2.
Wits intelligence?
No. Insight
Insight
wits.
I don't see insight.
6 out of 2.
Insight will be a skill. If you don't see it, it might.
Oh, you have to click it in a certain order.
Yeah, you have to do the insight first.
I don't have insight.
Has Lacey introduced Yannick to Allie yet? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were in
think-
alphabetical order. They're definitely not. Okay.
I think at this
Okay.
point, higher coder.
With knows Yannick. Okay.
Okay.
Probably like there's a group chat.
Please take my first one there.
All right. So
Mine is not rolling.
I think yours
There
did
goes.
roll.
Oh, okay. It just took a while.
We had 2 messy criticals in that one.
Hey.
Me and Rai.
So I'm gonna push both of your compulsions then.
What if you just didn't?
But I am.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too.
So in the case of the Bruja, our Bruja needs to act out in some way, to rebel in some way, to push against whatever orders are about to be given out. If they don't, they receive a 2 dice penalty on all rolls until they do so. Okay, and our Ventru, who had the Mezzi critical, you need to assume command of this situation that's about to occur, and any action that's sort of not directly associated with leadership, you'll receive a 2 dice penalty on.
For what? For the scene?
For the scene.
Okay.
So Allie is trying to rebel in some way now in this scene, and Cornelius is trying to push his role as a leader, as a king of vampires, so to speak.
Well, this should be interesting.
Yes. So at which point, you, with everyone's rules, with the exception of Randall's not sure. Everybody else rolled some successes. Yes. So listen, Yannick's interest in Isabel is more than just the boy seems a little smitten with her.
Like her.
Of course I like her. We help each other out.
I mean, like. Sure about it.
He blushes at that and says, look, I want to help her. She's been getting these threatening text messages from some kind of anonymous texting app. I tried to backtrace it, but I wasn't able to. And you know I'm good at that sort of thing. I told her to ignore and block them, but they've been getting steadily worse and more explicit. And now they're even, and he looks around to make sure nobody's close enough to hear. Now they're even calling her a bloodsucker and a murderer.
You think there's been a breach?
Well, that's what you guys look into, right? But like, I don't think Isabella's involved in this. Like, clearly she knows her occult stuff, right? Clearly.
I mean.
Anyway, she's really freaked out, and I'm kind of worried about her.
What information do you have? We need.
Yes, let's start with the witchy shit.
Photos, whereabouts, everything.
Witchy shit, like, add oregano to your breakfast cereal to give yourself a boost of virility in the morning.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Why would... I mean...
That would be awful.
Well, she's kind of famous. She's kind of famous on Twitch. So...
Yes, but that's very specific.
What? The oregano?
What's her handle?
She calls herself Bruja.
Should've led with that.
Bit on the nose. I reach into my jacket pocket, pull out my phone.
I think it means witch or something.
I pull up some of the VODs.
You pull out some of the what?
The VODs.
Okay. Well, you see a woman that, long dark hair, very attractive features, no doubt does very well on Twitch. There are not hot tub streams or things like that. Love you, Twitch. But all of her streams are like where she talks about like how to enhance your, how to bring your mood up if you're feeling down. And it's all through sort of like, you have it's oregano. It's all kinds of different spices and herbs. She has a little idol and cauldron that she sits on her kitchen counter while she does everything. She has some great camera angles and everything. Like, she has a lot of followers, way more than me here.
Who does this appeal to? Who watches this?
People who
people must
have need.
What are you talking about? She helps a lot of people, like people who are feeling down or out. Your diet can really help you. Like, there's magic in that stuff.
I'm gonna say Yannick, was it?
Yeah.
I'm a medical doctor. I'm a professional. Oregano does not make you virile in the morning if you eat it with your cereal.
Okay.
Have you put that
Okay, but
past?
there's more than that. Like that's just an example I was giving you.
It sounds like hokum, but the breach is the more important thing, clearly, than some potpourri.
Well, that's the thing. When I saw that someone was sort of accusing her of being like you, Lace, you know.
What?
And he gets kind of quiet there for a moment and introspective. Then he's like, "Listen, she's throwing a New Year's Eve party tonight, so I thought you could maybe swing by and see what's up. Maybe you can have a little fun while you're at it."
Yeah, it's fun and I
Oh.
guess.
Don't worry, leave it to me. I'll take care of it.
It's corny, right?
What are you
That's right.
talking about?
Thanks, corny.
Just taking the lead here.
You really? I mean, we've already.
No, that was my
I
idea.
didn't agree to shit.
What?
Well, if she's coming, you're coming. So
Yannick's head's on a bit of a swivel now as things go around the table.
Mine too. We're supposed to.
I think they're
help
having
out?
a moment. Give them a second. Are you done?
I mean,
Are you done being a brat?
who are you looking at? I was gonna watch the ball drop with my granddaughter, but I guess I could.
I got a race tonight.
You have to race. What does that mean?
It means I have a race. I have somewhere to be.
What kind of race?
Like a race.
Cars, they go vroom vroom.
A legal car. How exciting!
I'm gonna
Where
break.
did,
Anyways.
where did they dig this guy up?
I don't know.
He
But I
puts
like him.
he says it's sort of a dressy party, so if you go, you should maybe dress up a little bit. As he looks lazy up and
Not
down.
going.
And I look at both of the Bruharn. Makeover scene. We can do one. It'll be fun.
Oh, I love a chance to get on the
He's like,
kids'
and
floor.
you've already seen her on Twitch, but like I have a picture here too, and he holds a picture out. He goes, "But I really need that picture back." And
That's
there
kinda
is a
creepy, Yannick.
selfie. There is a
Take
selfie of the two of them together, down at the pier here in Toronto. And
Print
she's
this out
just
with your
like,
printer
yes, he did.
instead
Yes,
of
he
just
did.
texting it to me like a normal person.
Well, I thought you weren't supposed to do stuff electronically.
He's got a point.
If you're just texting me and say, "Hey, I like this girl. What do you think?"
I never said I liked her. She's just a friend. You know, she helps me live a better life through her
oregano virility.
Yes, and you know, I help her with some of her algorithms and streaming and stuff like that.
I also print off pictures of my close friends.
Haha.
Hey, he's actually.
It's not like I'm handing you a stained piece of paper or something.
Oh, of course. That wasn't what I was implying.
I think that's what you were implying.
That's what I
No,
thought.
I was just calling you a
What I was
little
implying.
nerd for printing off this picture.
Can you help her?
First,
Thanks. He gives you the address.
are you going to be there?
No, I'm not going. Too many people. You know I don't like the crowds like that. No, I don't.
Fighting arm?
I don't. No, I don't. I don't do well in crowds like that.
I say maybe you can take some rosemary for some courage.
What do I mix that with?
Turmeric. Always turmeric.
So that's a good answer. Safe with that one.
And he looks very serious about like he's like, yeah. So what do I? And then he realizes the joke is on him. He's like, oh. It does work, you know.
Oregano?
Yeah, things like the oregano. Look, that was just one example.
The best example you could.
Well, anyway. So he gives you her address, which is in a part of town known as Bermondsey, which is just outside of your domain, actually, off your northeastern side of what the Camarilla considers to be yours. It's in a contested area where the Camarilla haven't really locked it down, and the Anarchs are also sort of vying for people and resources in that community. It's a neighborhood that covers it's sort of a triangle between the Don Valley, which is a highway for those not familiar, and a major street known as Eglinton Ave. And in that area, like, there's a whole bunch of sort of as trucks began to replace trains and ships through the mid 1900s, industries in Toronto no longer needed to be placed near rail lines and harbors, etc. And Bermondsey is one of these neighborhoods where you have suburbia and industrial areas sort of bumping up against each other. So it's quite a mix of types of buildings and population there.
Time's your race.
Midnight. I was supposed to do both.
How do you race and spectate?
There's more than one race.
Which race are you racing in?
Midnight.
It's all right now. It's maybe 6 o'clock, just so everyone knows.
Sorry, I think the whooping cough's coming back on me.
Go.
Buddy.
I pull out a hanky and hand it to Cornelius.
Turn your blush of life off. You'll be fine.
So we check it out. Grab a hand popcorn.
What is popcorn shrimp?
Shrimp.
I'm learning so much tonight.
You've been dead less time than I have. How do I know what this is?
Well, the restaurants I eat at don't serve popcorn shrimp. Have you ever had a langoustine? It's very similar. It's delicious.
Langoustine.
It's like a big shrimp or a small lobster.
Where did you find this guy again?
I didn't find him. The Primogen found it.
At which point, Yannick gets up and gives Lacey a hug. Says, "Thank you for checking this out for me. See ya, Allie. See ya, Corny. Randall, right? Randall.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna bring you some oregano, Randall.
I hand him a card.
Do you? Okay, he takes it. He
Dr.
looks it over.
Randall Stapleton.
He's like, "Doctor?"
Did say
Yes,
that.
medical doctor.
He opens his wallet, and for a kid that looks a little disheveled on the outside, his wallet is meticulously organized. And you see him insert your card just so in a place where he's obviously keeping business cards, and then folds the wallet and places it right back in his pocket, like that's where it's supposed to be. So that's where it has to go back. He then heads
Change your
out.
mind, Yannick.
Don't forget the rosemary.
I'm actually meeting a bunch of guys tonight to play some Call of Duty. So, yeah.
Call of Duty. Oh, no.
And he leaves. So, are we going to the party?
First, we have to have our make.
Are we? Yes. Are we?
Is this
Make
Go
a
ahead.
montage.
Go ahead there, Corny.
Yeah, montage with everyone going in the change room, me going,
The entire time, Lacey is just
It's the same outfit over and over
He
again.
looks so put out.
Is this lady friend of his, like us or no?
don't know.
You don't think so?
Okay.
At least
Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was directed at me.
You're
or...
right. You're right. I would
If
probably
she
know.
is,
I would
if she
probably
is,
know
then
over.
it's definitely.
she's playing a very dangerous game.
Rules are
And
very,
Lacey, you should care. After what I found out, you should care.
there are rules in place for a reason. We all know that.
The Inquisition's sniffing around like they have been.
Well, let's get you three changed into something more appropriate, and then let's.
Is
Speaking of which,
Cornelius driving everyone?
oh, I'd be honored.
Make sure he has gas money.
Can we
Yes.
get a rundown of what you're wearing to the party then? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Wearing a beautiful custom-made blue tailored long sleeve T-shirt, a matching three-piece suit and tie with a lovely matching pocket square in the pocket of the suit. And the shiniest it's yellow with blue. Yep. And the shiniest shoes you've ever seen. Very pointy toes. Why wouldn't I?
You do have reflections. Shh. Oh,
I'm fucking with
There
the
is
new
a cla-
guy.
there is a clan that doesn't, but yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, I looked down at my shoes like, wait a minute, I can see myself.
When he like leans down, I just bop him on the back of the head. Sorry,
Okay.
it was too easy.
So you got a suit in full effect.
Mhm.
I like it. I like it. How about Corny? What's Corny wearing? Does Corny even know how to party? We're gonna find out.
Cosby sweater.
Love it.
With the patches on the elbows.
Yeah, with my pipe.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Maybe a pair of dungarees.
I just like that word.
Yeah, me too.
All right. And driving, of course.
Of course.
Okay. Allie, what's Allie wearing?
Whatever Lacey makes her put on, because normally she's in like
Oh,
overalls.
fantastic.
And,
I love that.
like she's normally in like overalls and like a tank top because she's working on cars all the time.
Mhm.
So it's whatever Lacey makes her put on.
All right, Lacey, what is Allie wearing?
Allie is wearing. So she got like this. Trying to think.
Yeah,
even
I know
remember
what
the
you're
circa.
talking about.
Is your mic on? Because
Yeah.
Corvey's saying she can't hear you.
That sounds like a Corvée problem. Hello.
Oh,
Oof.
Better.
I don't know. Throwing down.
I'm not having any problems hearing you.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know then. Anyway, so yes, like it's the suit, pants, and like the jacket. Not just the bralette underneath, buttoned up, so it enough to not arrested. Well, it is Canada.
It's cold though.
It's cold though. So.
You could poke
Not
someone's
prac-
eye
not
out.
practical for the winter.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
An icicle and it fell off this lady's tits.
Oh my god.
This game never disappoints me.
And then like What's Ali's favorite color?
Ooh, Allie's favorite color is yellow.
Okay, so with the deep,
That's weird.
she's got like marigold yellow Chuck Taylor.
Okay.
Okay, Lacey, can you do you have another outfit in mind for yourself?
Yes,
That's pretty detailed.
Thank you. I went full Bella Goth from the head dress with like slits all the way up to like the hip bone. And like a big lavalier collar, like it goes down to almost the belly. I'm like taped in.
Okay.
And then like completely dressing it down.
Awesome. And I love that Corny is beside you in just like his Cosby sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works great.
It's actually kind of like a Cosby / Christmas sweater. It has some snowmen on it.
Yes, yes.
Do they have light up eyes or anything?
No, but the actual like snowman bodies are actually like fuzzy balls. Like they're like they're like kind of coming off of the sweater a little bit. So it's got a little bit of depth to it. And there's a couple little bells on it too, so I kind of jingle a little bit while I'm walking.
So I just kind of like twirl Allie and then twirl. Look at
Okay.
Randall, who is our fashionista. Acceptable?
Randall, you're gonna approve?
It'll work. Working.
We only had limited time. It'll work.
If I put any
Okay.
more tape on my boob, like I'm gonna rip them off.
Yeah, your skin is not as well. It's pretty tough now. So listen, as you're all dolled up, Corny drives you through the streets of East York and out to the edge of Scarborough.
I'm
The,
keeping an eye out.
Okay, what do you keep an eye out for?
Black vans, black pickup trucks,
Okay, why don't you give me
the boogeyman.
awareness wits check, and I will actually awareness resolve.
Okay.
And you guys all notice that, Allie's a little on edge. The address leads you to an old brownstone apartment building. The windows on the bottom floors are dark, but you can see colored lights strobing in several of the top floor windows. You can also hear a cacophony of distorted, buzzing music. Thumping. And it's coming from the building. It seems like the whole building is on this New Year's Eve party. So it is very, very loud. The windows tremble, and there are cars parked all over the street. A number of people are no doubt here.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. You don't notice anything suspicious.
Lacey would know why Allie is so on edge. Like, after I got back from dealing with everything that happened during the last one shot, I would have told Allie, or I would have told Lacey, like, where I had gone, because she would have known immediately that I had gotten into some kind of trouble.
Okay.
So,
So you've noticed that Allie's on edge.
kind of like at her knee.
Corny, you parking the vehicle just on the street, or what are you doing?
I don't know where else I would park it.
I'm just gonna lean in. Like, if I'm in the back seat, I'm gonna like lean over and say, perhaps park around the block so no one sees us get out of this car.
What, are you ashamed of my ride?
I'm more thinking about operational integrity, but yes,
But yes, also that.
yeah, that too.
Okay. So
Yeah, sure, I'll pull her around the corner.
So you park the car around the corner, and the four of you walk around and down the street until you're in front of the building. The front door to the building is up a few steps, and you can see a few people moving about beyond the door. It's like it has a big glass, pane of glass in the door, and you can see through it, and you can see some people moving around on the main level of the building. As you make your way up through the front doors, they're unlocked, and the elevator doors ahead are closed with a sign that says "Take the stairs." And the stairs, the door to the stairs is just to the right of them, with a hand-drawn arrow on a sheet of paper that's been taped to the door with an arrow up.
What floor is this on?
You think like the third. There's about three or four stories, you think?
Piggyback corny.
No. I just worry about my hip popping out every now and then.
I offered.
I'll be okay.
Okay. So as you climb the stairs, the music is getting louder and louder, and as you reach the top floor, the stairs are blocked. The door is open. The stairs are blocked by two large, muscular men wearing, but they're sort of dad bods, and they're wearing black shirts with stickers that say security on them.
Oh, that's cute.
You're guessing that they're residents of the building, but they do stop you, and they're like, "Hold on. I think everybody's here. You're not on the list.
Aw.
You're gonna use awe."
Yep.
And we're pushing our fame.
Pushing fame.
Okay. So let's give a roll here. Actually, with awe, you might not have to. What's the awe ability we're using? It's the presence ability called awe. Thank you. Yes. I gotta get back in my vampire mode here. So I think that works automatically on
Humans?
On humans, yes. Let's see. So it finds you inexplicably. They're inexplicably drawn to you. Add your presence rating to any skill roll involving persuasion performance. Anyone aware? Okay, so you do have to make a roll.
Okay.
So we'll use. Let's use persuasion charisma, and then add however many dots you have in presence.
Oof. Ooh. He's still failure. That's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, but I did say at the Tim Hortons scene,
Yes, you did. There wasn't really time for it though, because you unless like you're trying to get it in before Lacey has to. So what would you like? Would you like to push Lacey's timeline, or would you like to have fed? Like, would you like to feed and push Allie's timeline, or would you like to skip that and we'll just
push Allie's? Yeah.
care of or shit.
I'm fully aware of what you're like when you're hungry.
X.
available. Okay, so with the shortness in time, I'm going to say that you can drop your hunger by 1. Yeah, and then because of the bestial failure, you are taken over by your compulsion as a Brujah to rebel in some way. And until you do something that I feel is adequate, then you're at a -2 dice pool on things. Unfortunately, you didn't get enough roll. They don't recognize you. They're like, no, should we know who you are? Do you live in the building? I don't think she lives in the building.
I would like to kind of step forward and compel them to let us in.
Okay. Let's do that, Randall. I'm going to go on your character sheet here and just double check compel. So, no roll is required against an unprepared mortal victim. So what are you compelling them to do? You get a short sentence, basically.
You will stand aside and let us enter.
Oh.
They do so.
I
They do
look
so.
at Ali. After you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we?
Randall. Medical doctor, Randall.
The hallway behind the guards, the music is just insufferable at this point, loud. Most of the apartment doors on this floor are open, and a few are playing different songs, and all are playing them loud and simultaneously. People are milling between apartments, and sort of, playfully chasing one another, let's say, from apartment to apartment. Several are standing in the hallway with... What's that?
The sexy party?
There are a lot of people dressed pretty sexy, yeah. People are milling between the apartments, and several are standing in the hallway with drinks. In one doorway, 3 people are all making out with each other. And behind one closed door, you can clearly hear the unmistakable sounds of sex.
Yes, I want to go in there.
Are you going in that door?
To rebel against our mission? Yes.
Okay, I feel like that's good. So you move over to that door. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to be using Silence of the Deaf to move around as unnoticed as I possibly can.
All right.
Looking for this girl.
Sure. How about the rest of you?
I'm just gonna go the opposite way that he goes and look around for the person we're looking for.
Okay, so the 2 of you are splitting up.
Yeah.
And Allie?
Allie goes and finds like a dark corner and just stands still and turns on Cloak of Shadows so that she can watch.
Okay. So, watch the hallway?
Like,
or are you going into one of the apartments?
Ooh, I guess I would go into one of the apartments.
Oh, there's 2 with open doors. There's one with 3 people making out in the doorway, and there's another one with sex sounds.
Not the sex one.
Okay.
So that's where Lacey's headed.
Yes.
No, thank you.
But are you going into an apartment and activating it, or are you waiting in the hallway and activating it?
I would go into because I can't move when I have that on. So like I would.
That's right.
I would go into the apartment first and like I don't know, find like a shadowy corner to just.
So would you like to go
in
the apartment that Randall's going, or the one that Cornelius is going?
I'm gonna follow Randall since
Good enough.
We're babysitting.
Okay. And Randall, yours silence the footsteps. You basically avoid minor collisions and other your feet don't make any sound, and you just move quietly. Lacey, you open the door into sort of like a small apartment, and there is a couch with 2 people being friendly on it. What sexual act would you like to have caught them in?
Oh, what a question.
Please remember that there is noise being made.
Are you gonna supply the Foley?
I don't know if I'm gonna supply the Foley. It will depend on the act.
I got some suggestions.
I think because they're on a couch, it's probably like a cowgirl style.
Okay. Are we totally naked, or are they in various stages of undress?
I think it's like a quickie, so like the dress is tugged up and like
Okay.
or the pant like who's in here? Like is it two guys, two
No
girls,
one, two
a guy, a
people.
girl?
I don't know. What would you like it to be?
Well, now you're just trying to expose me.
Okay, what would be the most awkward to walk in on, I suppose?
Nothing. Literally
Okay,
nothing.
fair enough. Let's just keep it easy.
It's
We've already
all
got a
pretty
throuple
awkward.
going in the hallway, so let's just say this is a straight relationship.
Boring. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I know. Okay. So someone is riding the pony to town in this room.
Yes.
And the couch is taking quite a beating. It's very energetic as you walk in, and they pause and look up,
I close
but
the door.
there's still gyrating happening, but it just slows down a touch. It's not full blown, like they went from like 200% down to 40% while you came in the room.
Don't stop on my account.
They go right back to the full speed.
Would your presence still be booming away?
Yeah, and my fame.
Okay.
So I actually we should have gone with this at the door, because mortals know my name and eagerly seek out news of me.
But how many dots in fame do you have? Oh, 2. So you're kind of citywide. Well, you still get it. Really just adds to the pool here. So let's do another persuasion charisma with an extra 2 dice for your.
What a time that would be to ask for an autograph.
It might just happen here.
On the butt. Succeeded.
Succeeded. There you go. They do recognize you. So I'm going to say, as that you're closing the door, maybe one of them, you overhear them say, like, "Did you see who that was?" And then someone else says something else, but you don't catch it as the door closes.
Did you go into the room with them
Yes.
and
Well,
shut
she,
the
like-
door? Okay.
Oh, are you going in with them?
Oh yes.
Oh, I
got-
thought you were walking
I
back
gotta
into the hallway.
No, I got a bestial critical. I gotta follow through with this shit.
Oh, okay. Okay. So are you partaking in the in the
Ew.
the physical activities that are happening here?
With consent, yes.
Of course, with consent. Yeah. Okay.
Then yes.
All right. So we're gonna be missing Lacey for a moment or two. Randall, you make your way into a room where actually no, let's go to Cornelius first. Cornelius, you come into a room. There's a lot of young people here. The music is actually the music is very reminiscent of what you might hear at Jake's club.
You're setting me up here. I see what you're doing.
The furniture has been pushed to the sides, and there is a lot of dancing going on in this particular room. There is still probably touchy-feely happening around the edges. And a number
Hey,
of
1 meter apart. 1 meter apart.
the tables,
We have
the
room for
tables and
Jesus.
things, the tables and things are covered with, food trays, and there's drinks everywhere. And as you come in, there's a few chuckles at your age and things, and people have obviously noticed you look a little different from them. And then, a young woman, maybe 20 years old, sort of gets up in front of you and begins, passes you a drink, first of all, passes you a beer, and begins to dance in front of you. Not suggestively, almost mockingly.
Come on,
Can I
corn dog.
survey the room. Do I see anybody that looks like who we're?
No, you don't.
Do I see anybody who's like similar in like her style of dress, or like I was picturing her kind of gothy. Is that what you were getting from the?
I think she's a little gothy. Like you would expect she'd be wearing black here tonight.
Right. I'm just wondering
This apartment is a little more, it feels a little more, dare I say, street.
Are they around like the same age? Like the age group of this person?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone here is sort of in their late teens, young 20s.
Does your notes say dance battle? Does it say dance battle here?
No, I'm poking the cobra, right? If you'd like to resist, you're welcome to like just walk away.
No, I'd like to turn on awe.
Okay. So you kick your awe on. Are you gonna dance?
What's the music? What are we feeling?
It's very clubby. It's very sort of like dance house sort of thing going on.
I'm gonna see if this broad knows how to dance. So I'm gonna give her a spin and see if she knows what's going on.
As you spin her, there's like a hoot and a holler from the room as people very much appreciating that. And yeah, she seems to know how to dance.
I look to my left, I see like a young kid there. I go, "Hold this, Sonny," and I hand him the beer.
Hold my beer and watch this. Okay.
I'm gonna bust into a bit of a performance here.
Would you like to
Doesn't a dance battle happen in every?
Give me a performance. Performance. You can choose either charisma or agility.
Probably not agility.
And remember that your specialization is in dance, so you're gonna roll an extra +1 dice.
And what's the bonus?
And plus whatever your presence
okay, so
rating is.
2, 3. So sorry, you said performance.
Performance plus dex or charisma, whichever you'd prefer.
They're both the same, so I feel like I'm gonna try to get dexterous with it.
Okay.
For the bonus.
And then add +1 for dance and +1 for your presence as you throw down.
Here it comes. Slowly. It always rolls really slow. Bam! Oh, is that...
Biggity bam?
Oh, that's not messy or anything. Okay.
No, it's not messy or anything. You actually do pretty good. You have done better. Like you've done better when you've been at Jake's club. But this suffices. The room goes crazy, and the girl begins to dance with you. As we swing back to the other room, just before we get to Randall and Allie, Lacey, are you doing this cold, or are you engaging Blush of Life? As your fangs are running.
I don't know. As my fang is falling out. I'm probably just gonna go cold.
Ooh.
It's really chilly outside.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So you do that. We're bumping now into the other room. Randall and Allie. Allie, you sort of get into the room and you maybe step into the kitchen a bit out of the main traffic way and engage your obfuscate.
Yeah, I'm looking for the girl.
Yeah. It's not long before you and Randall see her. Isabel looks much like she does in the picture. So this room, there's several screens, flat screen TVs, a couple of laptops, and even a tablet, all tuned to the local television station for the ball drop downtown Toronto at the stroke of midnight. Also, so as I said, Isabel looks much like she does in her picture. A woman with very dark hair, dark makeup, black lipstick, and a party dress covered in lace cobwebs. She has a glass of champagne in her hand as she sits on the kitchen counter and talks loudly with a few other similarly monochromatic friends.
Oh shit, I stepped into the kitchen, didn't I?
Yeah, but you're sort of at the back of the kitchen. She's on. Imagine like an island counter coming out, and she's on that with her back to you.
Okay.
I got a handout here for you, so let me grab that for everybody.
Did the other two see me come in?
No, everybody.
Okay.
There's lots of people in here. It's not just Isabel and the two people she's talking to.
Can we tell like psychically if there's other vampires? That's not a thing, is it?
No,
Yeah,
but you
some-
can. There is an Auspex ability that allows you to sense other supernatural creatures, but I don't think anyone here has it.
Well,
No.
always come
Wow,
under-
Clementine just walked into the room. I
I
saw her. I saw her.
I saw.
No, you didn't.
Sorry.
She's in hiding. She's on my
So,
foot.
so yeah, she's sitting there drinking away, and she looks over and sees Randall, and she's immediately like, she stiffens and her eyes go wide, almost like she's nervous, and she's like, "Hey, who invited you?"
I invited myself.
Her two friends turn, and you notice that they sort of defensively step in front of her.
I'm going to. Probably shouldn't use my fire abilities too much.
I mean, you're certainly welcome to if you want.
I look at the two that stepped in front. I say, "Please step aside. I would very much like to talk to this young lady."
You want to give me persuasion and charisma?
I don't
Actually,
think I need to
Persuasion,
enter in
manipulation. Are you using?
Why
Are
not?
you using your dominate?
Well, if you're gonna be a vampire, you might as well use your.
Okay.
talent.
So you can only do that on one of them. So you look at one of them and tell them, to step away, and she does. She moves over, and you're able to step relatively close to Isabel, and she seems obviously nervous.
Do I get the feeling that she knew me, recognizing me?
No, no, you
But I
don't
can
think
tell
you don't.
I can tell she's nervous.
She's definitely on edge. I'm not even going to have you roll an insight check. And her one friend tries to get the one that didn't get dominated, tries to get in your way, but doesn't stop you in the least.
I look at her and I say, "Care to dance?"
Not really. Who are you?
I've been sent here to. I'm from the police.
You don't look like a cop.
It's undercover. Maybe you've heard of it. We've had some reports of some people getting some threatening text messages, and we think you're one of the victims. Am I correct?
As you mentioned text messages, her pale face goes even paler.
I'll take that as a yes.
She says, I already went to the police. So what's changed?
Investigations need follow-ups.
They told me to block the number and maybe not to stream anymore.
Great advice. Can I see the messages?
Give me a charisma persuasion check.
Sure. Charisma, persuasion, you said?
Yeah. Well, persuasion, charisma in that order. Persuasion, charisma.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And yep, there we go. Oh. She looks around. She's like, well, maybe not here. And she points to a bedroom door.
Okay.
She
Now-
moves across and sort of motions for you to follow.
I look back behind me. Do I see any of my friends?
No.
Do
You
I
don't-
think I could
you-
get there without them seeing me? I can move fast.
If you move at that kind of speed, you'll break Masquerade here.
Okay.
But you could just sort of make yourself visible again and walk into the room with them.
Sure.
So as you do that, sort of, she goes into the room, Randall goes in the room, Allie makes an appearance, comes in and shuts the door, and she immediately like, where the hell did she come from? And she doesn't look very much like a cop. Maybe you should show me some, a badge or something. Inside this room, there's like a little shrine set up beside the bed with candles and like some sort of goddess idol, and a bowl to burn like sage and stuff like that in, and like very, very, very sort of hipster occult, not legitimate occult, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to talk down Wiccans or anything like that, but this person is doing it for show as opposed to, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can also see that she has a streaming set up in here, and there's lots of equipment over in the corner that she no doubt can use, like, to take the show out into the kitchen and things like that. So she says, I didn't even get your name. Did you got a badge or something?
And then I'm going to use Dominate Mesmerize on her.
Ooh, okay.
I just like lean against the door so that nobody comes in behind us.
Okay, I like that.
I'm sort of keeping an eye on like what Randall is doing, keeping an eye on his skills and stuff.
Okay.
Don't be keeping an eye on me.
Don't you keep an eye on me. So Randall,
Issue a complex command or series of commands.
yes. And no roll is required against an unprepared mortal again. So what do you say to her?
You will send all relevant logs related to the messages you've been having to this email address, and I hand her the card.
Okay, and as she takes that, can you give me a roll? A manipulate plus your dominate dots. So this is, you're going to just go right up to manipulation, and then you're not going to pick a secondary, and then you're going to add 2.
Okay.
Maybe looking at her like streaming setup while this is going on.
Yep.
To make
So
sure that her camera's not on.
Oh, good idea. Okay, so you got 3 successes,
Good
Alan?
idea. Sorry, what
Or
was
your
the...
pool is 3.
Yeah.
Manipulation, so that's 3. When it asks for a secondary, you say no secondary, and then you just add 2 for your dominate.
Add 2 to the pool size modifier?
That's correct.
I'm hot tonight.
Kill him, Jasmine. Kill him. Yeah, she pauses for a moment, and then you realize that she just resisted your mesmerize.
What did she say?
She's
Rookie
like,
move, Randall.
where,
Shut up, Grandpa. You're not there.
why do you need here? I'll just show them to you. And she shows you. She turns her phone around so that you can see them.
Okay, what do I see?
So you see a number of harassing emails. At first, they're like, it has to do with their stream, and then it goes more towards general harassment, as any woman can attest to, and then more specific, disturbing. How they're gonna end her, they're gonna stake her, they're going to cut her up. And the texts specifically call her out as being a bloodsucker, and implies that she's either killed someone or she's covered up a murder.
No. She resisted. Does that mean that she do I know that she's resisted?
Yes.
Do I suspect she's a blank body?
Well done, by the way. That's an Inquisition term. No, you don't think she's a vampire.
Okay.
But you're really not. You're not sure. She could be one of those things that you've heard of called a thin blood, which is like a 13th, is like a 14th, 15th generation vampire. The harasser, the final message she got says, if you know what's good for you, have your phone ready tonight.
I say to her, that's an interesting handle. Where does that come from?
Bruja?
Yep. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. She's like, well, you know, she points to her streaming equipment. She's like, I'm sort of into, you know, paganism and witchy shit. And you notice that like she has a couple things of her merch around from her Twitch channel, and it's in quotes, witchy shit.
Witchy shit.
Yeah. She's like, so you're not really with the police, right? So who are you?
Concerned.
Who is she? Who is she? And points at Allie.
Friend of a friend.
Before we finish that, Cornelius, you clean up the dance floor quite well. They ask you for your name.
Oh, just call me corn dog.
At which point, the corn dog chant begins in the room. And there's a great deal of admiration. And a few people pop some champagne early, and a spray of, you know, sweet bubbles rains down across everyone.
So we hear from the other room.
You hear from
Corn
inside the room. You guys start hearing. Like at first you're like, porn dog? What is that? And then it's corn dog. And then you hear like a bunch of cheering, and you maybe hear you do not hear the pops over all the bass and the music that's blaring between the two rooms.
Somewhere in her head, Allie is just going, God, I hope my sister's not trying to eat somebody right now.
Which way?
Do you want to
Yes.
do you want to head towards the towards the the way Randall went? No, Cornelius. Cornelius, do you want to head towards where Randall went?
Yeah, I'll go back the other way.
Okay, so as you walk out, you pass by a door you think you saw Lacey go in. Lacey, I would like one line of sentence that he hears you say from within that room.
You know, you look very good on your knees.
I just pause for a second.
Yes.
No, keep walking.
No, I'm not going in. So you make your way down the hall then, Corn Dog. And Allie, why don't you give me an intelligence technology roll, please?
God. Let's see. You said tech plus intelligence?
Yes.
Go great. I'm sure this will go great. Oh, that wasn't that bad.
Nicely
actually.
done. Nicely
really
done,
bad.
Allie. No, it's she's not streaming. Everything's shut down.
Okay. I just like go over by where her like webcam is and like flip the little thing over just in case.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Just in case, because no.
So she looks back. She's like, "So who are you? Are you the one sending the texts?"
No. I'm a friend of a friend. We're here to help. I know it doesn't really look like it, given that he looks like a narc and I look like I just crawled out of a Sears catalog, but
What is a narc?
Well,
we are here to help.
well, that's all there is there. And I'm just waiting to see what they meant by tonight.
Okay.
I asked my friends to, hang around.
Any of your other friends, anyone you know, got messages like this? Just you?
No, just me.
The first time?
I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Did you do something? Did you hurt someone?
What do you mean? No.
Well, it seems to allude that you're aware of something.
I don't know what they think I did or didn't do, but I certainly didn't murder anyone.
What is the messaging system? Is it just text messages?
Yes. Yeah.
That's just coming from a random number.
It's an anonymous text messaging app.
Got you.
So it text messages her phone number, but the origin is an anonymous source.
Remember, kids, become a vampire to fight cyberbullying.
She's like,
We're
so can
gonna-
you help me with this?
We're gonna try. We'll be around. If you get another message
Or a call.
or anything, come find
Corn-
one of us.
Okay. Corndog, you come into the apartment. There's people partying here. This is a little more relaxed in here. There's not as much dancing and whatnot. People are sitting around doing drinks, maybe doing a little extra narcotic fun here. Again, there is food everywhere on any flat open spaces. There is pizzas and drinks are everywhere. And as you walk in and just get that fresh smell of people, Jasmine would like you to make a rouse check.
What? Oh, betrayal!
So go ahead and hit us with a rouse check there, Corndog.
I'm already hungry.
There's lots of human bodies moving about in here.
Ah, God damn.
And you failed it. So you reach a whole new level of hunger. It's gnawing at you now.
I can hear her cackling maniacally from a. Oh.
So you're very hungry.
The idea just strikes me that maybe there might be some unattended children at this party.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
God,
You
crazy.
Why did you have to word it that way? Why?
Because Cornelius is a fucking monster.
I realize that, but you don't have to.
You don't have to say it.
It strikes Cornelius that like on the way up here, there were people chatting in the hallway. You think it was like younger people that couldn't attend the party, maybe babysitters and things like that in the apartments downstairs. You don't see Allie or Randall in here, but there is a closed door. There's an open door into a bathroom, and then there is a closed door, which you can only assume is a bedroom.
Cornelius slowly slides out of the apartment.
Okay.
I'm going on the hunt.
All right.
Great. Excellent. This is what we needed to do this mission. Brilliant.
So why don't you give me, Cornelius? I will assume that you use your dominate abilities to step past any sort of babysitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Babysitters are no match for this vampire.
So what I would like you to do then is give me a composure stealth check so that you keep your cool and don't wake the child up.
Sorry, it's gonna be stealth first then.
Yeah. Stealth composure.
I don't think I have any bonuses here.
Okay. No.
Long roll.
That's okay. It'll get there. While we wait for that to come up, Lacey, I'm avoiding you. Allie and Randall.
I'm good,
So-
baby.
Allie and Randall, you have Isabel in the room, and she looks very uncomfortable.
Does anything about the messages seem familiar to you? The wording, the tone to them, anything like that that would give you any kind of idea of where they're coming from? Any place that we might start?
Well, they obviously have watched my stream. They mentioned
Them
it
and
in
how
the
many
earlier.
other people, though?
Well, exactly. I'm kind of on the up and up in the Twitch community. Do you stream yourself?
No.
Well, anyway, I mean, maybe this is just a stalker fan.
Possible. But that's a very specific threat.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Okay, Allie's got like one of those little like lounge fly bags on, and that's what she's got her blood bag in.
Okay.
So like she makes a show of like taking that bag off and like rooting around in there for something.
Okay.
Like she's looking for something and sort of just lets the most minimal part of like her blood bag show, and then like closes the bag back up.
All right. So you're hoping she'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay. When she sees that, because I'm not gonna roll for it because I'm assuming you're making it obvious enough that she can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's sort of talking about how she's an up and rising star on Twitch and everything, and then she sees that and sort of clams right up.
Something bothering you?
She just shakes her head no. She doesn't say anything. And you notice she's trying to edge closer to the door.
We are here to help.
We should stay here until they call or text.
And so she's continuing to move towards the door alley, and you can tell that at any moment she's going to make a run for it.
If I have to, I'll beat her to the door.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to engage your fleet foot?
I'll move.
Yep. So with your celerity, you sort of beat her to the door. And she's like, "You're one of them, aren't you?"
One of who?
And can you roll me a charisma intimidation check, Alan?
Oh yeah, because that's definitely Allie's strong.
Intimidation charisma? Well, just from your showing of that, yeah, she says you're one of them. Cornelius, downstairs. So we're using, just to be clear, we are using a hypodermic needle.
Yeah, so I have like a little medical kit that you would think that maybe it's supposed to be if there's an emergency that it's there for like
it has like an EpiPen or something in it, like people would think.
Inside is just a bunch of hypodermic needles.
Okay, so to be clear, you're drawing blood from the child.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sneak into a child's bedroom.
Yes, you're totally in there. There's a little, I'm gonna say a little girl, maybe about 8 or 9 years old. She is fast asleep.
I am going to try to withdraw blood from in between her toes without waking her up.
Yeah, so we made our stealth check. You managed to do that. You've done this many times with your own grandchildren. You're a bit of a pro at it. So you draw the blood and you begin to feed yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to let you drop your hunger by 1, but you're going to be there for the rest of the scene.
That's fair.
Lacey, we'll say this is a brief encounter. I feel like you've been more than rebellious enough. Did you feed during this time, or was it just an encounter?
No, I didn't feed.
Okay. All right. So you leave the 2 rookies behind. Could not keep up with your strength and stamina. And you walk out into the hallway?
Yeah. Just making like a full show, like fully adjusting myself back into my dress and like pull
A
up
few
my
people
phone.
notice.
Oh yeah, I don't care. Pull up my phone.
Okay.
Text Allie. Where's the Vic?
Say
So
Vic-
Allie, you've
mind.
slid in front of the door. She's like, you're one of them, and your phone beeps.
Is it her phone?
Allie's phone beeps. Yeah.
Okay.
From Lacey. She looks at you, Randall, and she says, like, you're both those. You're with that group, right?
We aren't gonna hurt you.
I take
And
a
it depends
large.
on what group you mean.
I take a large step forward towards her.
Okay.
Look as imposing as I can and say, "You're going to tell us exactly what you know. And we're going to take it from there, and then we'll talk."
Like, text Lacey back. Bedroom.
She's like,
Oh, I
she's
was
like,
just
well, you
there.
you better not hurt me because,
Gross.
like, my daddy won't be happy.
Who's your dad?
Which
And
Who's
what does
daddy?
he
your
do?
dad?
What did he do?
She tells you that her daddy is. She clearly knows what kindred are. She doesn't say vampire. She says that her daddy is a kindred named Duke.
Do we know our
And she's-
side, their side?
Previous character, I feel, did.
You're not aware of a Duke in the Camarilla.
I look at her and say, "I
She
do
says
or Duke."
he's Duke.
Okay.
I do get. I knock on the
And
door.
okay, there's a knock at the door. And she's like, you're from. He told me all about the Camarilla and how they're bad news.
Well, I
No,
don't
no.
have any good
Bad news is on the other side of this door.
I look at her and I say, "Young lady, you've been led astray. The Camarilla."
And do you open the door at that point, Allie?
I wait a minute to hear what Randall has to say, and then
Okay,
then
go ahead. What do you say, Randall?
The Camarilla represent order and stability.
Perfect timing for me to come in.
She's like, that's not how the Anarchs see it.
I don't care how the Anarchs see it.
Anyways,
Well-
Duke gifted me with his strength. And
Okay.
you're pretty sure you're talking to a ghoul now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that kind of daddy.
My friend was not joking. We are here to help. We take knowledge, inappropriate knowledge of our organizations very seriously. We do want to help you.
If you'd like to see if you know who Duke is, you can make an intelligence politics check to see if you know who Duke is.
Who wants to make it? Lacey, you want you to make it?
You can all try it.
Yeah,
when
I was
you hear
gonna
the
say.
name.
Oh,
All
am
three
I
of
in the
us.
room now?
Yes. Mhm.
It's politics intelligence, right?
Yeah. Politics intelligence.
Partial success.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you guys have not heard of him. If Randall has lots in the top there, if Randall would like, he could spend a willpower to re-roll 3 of those dice.
I was actually thinking maybe I want to use my resources and reach out to my Mala.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do that? Do you want to call her?
Yep.
Okay. So now Lacey, while you make that call, Lacey and Allie have Isabella.
Hello, darling.
More? There's more of you?
Oh, there's a couple,
Look,
yes.
like I said, we're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you.
Unless we have
So
to
the
hurt
more
you.
forthright you are with us, the easier this will go. Now you said you're waiting for something.
Well, they said to wait. They said that they were going to send me some kind of a message or something that I need to keep my phone ready.
Okay. Did they say when they were going to be sending this message?
Just tonight.
Sometime tonight?
Tonight.
Okay. Well, we're going to stay close by because, like I said, we're here as a friend of a friend, and he would be upset if something happened to you.
At that point, the phone picks up there, Randall. You hear Marissa on the other end. She's like, "Hello, my darling."
I ran into an old friend of yours, Duke.
Duke? No, I don't know a Duke.
Oh, that's strange. Must be thinking of someone else.
Are you... One moment.
I can hold.
You hear her say, do we know a Duke? And you hear what sounds like an elderly woman immediately snap back with 3 words: Anarch and child of Jake.
Oh, the nightclub guy, nightclub owner.
So she goes, "Did you hear that? I don't think I need to repeat it."
No.
That comes directly from law enforcement, which you believe she is alluding to that she's with the sheriff.
Did that sound like my cranky old lady?
Your cranky old lady.
Yes.
How would you like us to proceed?
Well, I'm not sure what you've gotten yourself into, but take Cornelius's lead on it.
I'll talk to you soon.
Of course. And the phone hangs up any long time before you get a chance to hang up. So you now know that Isabella is a ghoul, that she belongs to a Anarch named Duke. You can also now assume you know who Jake is, and Jake's Toreador, so you can assume that Duke is a Toreador.
So about that. This is a big problem. If they think that you are a breach, you need to be dealt with. But the Anarchs cared about you. Why aren't they here?
It's a party. I'm safe around all these people.
You think so?
Standing in a room, darling, with 3 vampires.
If I go missing, people out there will know.
I have to assume they'll find you first. It's a big
Well, just
party.
the fact
There's
that I'm
lots
missing.
of people out there.
Well, you can't be totally out to get me. I mean, you said a friend of a friend, right? Like who is the friend? Who do you know?
I know lots of people.
Lacey.
You're not in a position to be asking questions. You're in a position to be answering them.
Well, I've answered all your questions. I'm waiting for this.
You kill someone?
No.
Did you help cover up a murder?
No.
You did something that caused a breach.
Did you bring someone to Daddy?
What do you mean a breach? You mean that the Masquerade, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I did not. I don't even know how I could breach the Masquerade.
You are literally Witch Bruja.
Yeah. It's Spanish for witch.
It's also the name of a very powerful clan of vampire.
Is
You're
it
looking
actually?
at two of them.
It is.
Oh,
It
okay.
is actually Spanish for.
Who knew? How clever.
It's spelled differently, but it's yes.
So she's like, a clan of
I'm a bruja. So
Well, good
she-
for you, honey.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you're kind of out there. A nice little ghoul. Going with the name Bruja. Why don't you just
Well,
slap
so
some
who's on the text
Machiavellian
messages?
posters?
it's the
We don't-
it's the Camarilla on these messages, isn't it?
No.
We
Why
no.
would-
If they wanted you dead, you would be dead.
Yeah, we do not send threats. I can attest to that.
These messages themselves would be a masquerade breach if they came from a vampire.
Also true.
They sound like they're from a child.
Or a member of the Inquisition.
Doesn't sound like
Either way.
their doesn't sound like their MO, but stranger things have happened.
Their MO's
We're
been
gonna
changing.
hang around until you get this message.
I'm gonna ask her. Is it a sire? If you do they call it a sire if they're ghoul?
Or
She called him Daddy.
She calls him Daddy.
Yeah. It's probably safer that you call him that, anyways.
I'm interested. I'm interested in knowing something. Has your daddy been on stream with you? Or
No, Duke doesn't come on stream with me.
Have you ever featured him?
Streamed with him? No. No.
How did you two meet?
He's a fan.
Gross. Okay.
Gross. So, are we just gonna sit and wait?
Go back out by your other party guests so that nobody knows that anything is up. But don't go where we can't see you. You don't know
Okay.
who else is watching.
And we will be watching.
Okay.
Regardless of what you might think, we are actually trying to keep you safe.
So she goes out and starts to mingle with the party again, and so just so we can get Cornelius back involved, let's end this scene. But like, where are we watching from, guys? Are we in the room with her? Are we out of the room?
I'm in the kitchen with them, not moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Silence of Death to position myself at the front door.
I'm in the kitchen
Downstairs at
with
the front door?
Yeah.
And you're in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen with them, doing the
Okay.
fame thing, because she's a famous
Okay.
Twitch
Yeah,
star. I'm
we have a
MMA.
streamer and an MMA fighter.
There's some Instagram
and-
going on.
Okay, cool. Cornelius, when you finish your feeding, where do you go? Do you hang out with Randall by the front door, or
After I finish my lullaby
yes?
singing,
I like
as
how
I
you
do
put that.
it, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Then I will. Yeah, I'll go meet up with Randall. See if he's
Okay.
holding his own. I suppose.
Very good. Very good. So as you and Randall sort of wait down around the front door.
Can I just assume
It's-
that he fills me in, so I have to go? through
Yes. Yes. It's not long before two people come through the front door.
You got your security sticker, Randall?
The frosty night air sort of brushes across the two of you as the front door opens. A figure steps in to the apartment's front lobby with a woman beside him. He's wearing a torn leather jacket and a black shirt painted with the front of a tuxedo. Do you know the type of t-shirts I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, they're amazing. And I've got I've got another handout here for you. Let's get that up because it's well worth taking a look at. And he comes in with the he comes in with the girl by his side, and the two of them walk through the front door and see the two of you standing there. I don't know if you were present for this, Cornelius, but this is Jake's child.
Oh yeah, I was listening.
Okay. So he comes through the front door. His voice is sort of undescript. His face is sort of undescript, but his voice is distinctly hoarse. And he looks at the two of you, and he looks at the two of you, and he's like, "You licks gonna tell me why you're here threatening Isabel?" And he takes a threatening stance towards the two of you.
I looked to Cornelius for leadership, as I was told to.
Good choice.
Is it?
We'll see. Threatening? No, sir, no. No threat here. So.
Just a what?
Nothing. I just kind of trail off like an old man.
No.
I kind of step forward and I offer my hand in handshake. I say, Randall Stapleton, MD.
Okay.
Actual medical doctor.
Offer a card. Offer a card.
Totally real doctor.
He does not take your card. He's just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And a few people in the hallway are like, they look Duke up and down, and they're like, hey, remember where you are, and keep things friendly here. At which point Duke is going to use one of his presence abilities, and you guys have a chance to here to resist it. So
this is the opposite of awe.
yes, so it's essentially repelling everyone in the hallway, and he just says like, get back in your apartments. And his aura is full of menace and power.
I have a swayable mind. Can I use?
Yeah, you would get a bonus dice against this.
Okay, so how do I?
All right, what's the roll? Resolve.
So add the user's presence rating to any intimidation rolls. Attacking the user requires. Okay, so if you're going to attack him, you're going to have to make a resolve composure check in order to do that. Okay, and all of the people in the hallway go into their apartments, and he then lowers his voice a bit, and he says, "It's you sending her those messages, you fucking ivory tower. What are you, pimps or something?"
I don't even know how to use a cell phone.
I give him a wry smile, and I kind of say, no, we are not pimps. We're here investigating a breach. I say that hushed.
I'm just gonna drop my name and be like, perhaps you've heard of me.
Damn it, Jasmine.
What?
Okay, so as you say, perhaps you heard of me. I'm going to have you make a persuasion charisma check, but you can add your status dots to it. However, we're going to increase the difficulty because Jasmine has upped the difficulty on this next check. So we need 3 successes to be successful instead of 2.
I didn't change the difficulty on the roll.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Already took me out of one
Oh,
scene.
good for Randall. Never mind.
Oh, it's right.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, Randall gets the shaft on this one.
I did make 2 successes.
Yeah, so that's enough for him to go, "Your corn dog?"
You're going, Doug.
Right.
Yes.
Good friends with your Well, I don't know if I want to say the word sire, but father.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Good friends with your daddy, Daddy.
He's like, hang on a second. And as he backs down from you a bit, the girl beside him, she's like, don't let these fuckers mess with your mind. Who cares if he's corn dog? He grabs her by the throat. And he's like, shut up. And he calls on the phone. And he's like, hey, can you describe your friend Corn Dog to me?
While this is happening, I lean into Corn Dog and I said, do you really let them call you that?
Oh, it's a term of endearment.
Presence?
Term of endearment.
Gray hair.
I got street cred, Randall.
Old as fuck.
I guess it's to our advantage.
Corn Dog, do you got a pipe?
Do you got a pipe?
I'm pulling my pipe.
As soon as you do that, he's like, fuck, he has the pipe. Okay. I think it's him. And he closes his phone. He takes his phone, throws it back in his jean pocket, lets go of the other girl, and you can tell that she's not happy with how this has gone down. She's rubbing her throat and she's glaring at Duke. He says, have you talked to her?
Mm-hmm.
Did she show you the texts?
Yes.
Well, I was otherwise occupied. My associate here spoke with her.
For obvious reasons, we suspect that she has been less than conspicuous.
I want to see her. And he starts making his way up the steps.
We can all go together.
And the girl that's with him delays for everyone to go up the steps, and then she'll follow. Randall, she's like right at your back. You make it to the top of the steps. The guards, the security at the top of the steps, when they see Duke, they get out of the way. They don't even question him. And you guys end up in the kitchen, where you find people taking selfies with Lacey and Isabella. And you guys see Duke for the church. Lacey and Allie see Duke for the first time. And this vampire lackey following him around.
I was going to wear that shirt. I'm really glad I didn't.
And then he motions for everyone into the bedroom.
Oh, if you insist.
So once inside, you know a little bit about Duke. He is a gang leader in Scarborough. His gang doesn't have a name or anything, but you know that he has a crew that he runs with. And not everything is legal that they do.
Is these the street racing gangs?
No, he is not he is not part of the street racing
That's
scene.
a different gang. Okay.
That's my gang.
Okay. How many gangs we got going on here?
It's Toronto.
Lots.
I got a gang of friends. We meet in the park and play chess.
So, he tells you that he believes the text messages. He believed the text message. First of all, he tells you that Isabel and him, have a very deep connection, and that he made her a ghoul because he needed someone who was good with technology, and the occult. Her occult skills didn't hurt either. You're not sure what occult skills he's referring to because of all the bullshit that you've seen.
Do you mean
he
her
tells
vagina?
He just smiles at that. She smiles too. He believes the harassment. He thought that the harassment was coming from the Camarilla.
Why would we initiate a masquerade breach?
He's like, the boys and girls I roll with and I have been making headway in this neighborhood.
So you think we would send text messages to scare you off?
To
Well,
a
who
ghoul
else?
we didn't even know was associated to you.
Who else would it be?
For all we
You know we
it
don't
could
work
be
that way.
a 12-year-old boy in his mother's basement.
I think that is a question for Isabella. This is, again, clearly, she knows more.
We've
than she-
racked our minds on this. We've even followed up a couple of people that we thought might be jealous of our relationship. And he
Have
looks
you-
at her, and she is just like an adoring little puppy beside him, fully blood bonded and just admiring her daddy.
I'm going to say, then compel her to tell the truth.
I have. We don't know who's doing this. Now, they're supposed to make contact tonight.
And we wait and find out who it is, and then we can all go kill them together.
It'll be such fun.
Think of it as
Diplomatic
goes-
mission.
cross-border diplomatic mission.
He goes, and how can this be a masquerade breach?
I think we're trying to prevent it from becoming one.
There's been enough recently that I think we can all agree that we need to be on our best behavior. And
It's just a few words. It's not like it's a cell phone video or like that.
No, but it's very
Like
specific.
that fucking guy, Cisco, in the news a while back.
Yeah, he was a twat.
Oh, the guy that did the thong song?
Oh,
No.
God.
No, not that guy.
Oh,
But good reference, Corny. I'm very proud of you.
The thong song.
it was like
Somewhere-
what?
Somewhere
99
Steve is
cent-
going, I got that reference.
So, as you're sitting there, going back and forth about this a little bit, there a text comes into her.
Everyone looks at the phone.
Yeah,
Everyone in the room.
yeah. Everything goes quiet, and she looks at it, and then looks up at all of you. And then she moves over to Duke and shows him the phone first. And he's like, who the fuck are these people? And then he, gives the phone over to you.
What's it say?
There is an address.
What's the address?
It's for a group of warehouse and industrial. It's an industrial park address, and warehouse 17.
Whose territory is it in?
It's in this neighborhood. It's in Anarch territory.
Thought this was...
No,
It's
you're
contested.
you're
It's
in
contested.
contested. You're in sorry. It's in contested. It's in contested territory.
good question. Is Jake and Duke, are they considered anarchs or?
Jake is an anarch. Jake is not only Jake is very big in the anarch movement of Scarborough. Okay. The text
Is that rare for a Toreador though? To be like an
Well,
anarch?
there are Toreador anarchs that have given up on the Camarilla, but you're right. They tend to be the Toreadors tend to be sided with the Camarilla usually.
I mean, we got two Brujas that are on the Camarilla side, so
So at that point, it gives the address of this industrial park, Unit 17, and it says, "Bring your master by midnight tonight."
Oh, Dookie, they are on to you. And yes, I just did call you a piece of poo.
Well, He's her master?
Yes.
Is this the
Dad.
So they're
Duke, or-
saying she's to bring Duke to the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
They say that if Duke does not arrive by midnight tonight, that they are going to release proof of what he is.
So who did you piss off? That isn't us,
That's
obviously.
it, Duke. I'm calling you Dad.
Duke, I'm calling your dad. I love it.
Dad or daddy?
You're gonna be so grounded.
He says, "Look, I don't know who these fucking people are."
Well, there's only one way you can find out.
It's got to
Anybody
be
trying
vampires.
to go for Duke's daddy's territory?
You would have to check in with someone on that. You guys aren't aware.
No,
of
I'm
that.
asking Duke.
Yeah.
Like, is there anybody
Oh.
trying to encroach on yours or Jake's
He's like, "Yeah,
territory?
you people."
Anybody else? Fucking helpful.
Hmm.
We all have responsibilities to the Masquerade. We need to work together on this.
Okay,
He's like-
junior handbook, calm down.
says, No, not that I'm aware of.
Don't the Anarchs care a little bit less about the Masquerade?
The only tradition they really care about is the Masquerade, but from his comments about like cell phone videos and things like that, what he considers a breach is probably not what the Camarilla would consider a breach. The Camarilla is far more meticulous of keeping things under wrap. Like the Cisco breach was huge, and people were silenced because of it.
Wow.
Well, I'm perfectly happy just going home and letting you handle your own shit, but in the interest of working together, would you like some help?
We're extending the olive branch.
It's totally a trap.
Of
Yeah,
course
but
it is.
who's trap?
Yes.
Maybe this is your trap.
Yes, maybe this is all one big grand scheme.
It could be any number of people's. It could be the Inquisition fishing for something. It could be one of
He
your
laughs.
people.
He laughs when you mention that. He goes, "That's an urban myth. The Inquisition don't even exist."
I have seen them face to face.
I-
You're
I-
an idiot.
Come here. Come here a second. Come here. Come close. I'm going to tell you something very privately. I'm saying this to Duke.
Okay,
Does he come closer?
sure.
I whack him upside the back of the head. You are
Okay.
an idiot. The Inquisition is
Or
real.
composure check. Resolve composure.
Yeah, look, I think, well, no, I'm going to let that go, but I will tell you this.
I didn't hit him
Lacey.
hard. It's just
No,
sort of
but
like
when you do hit him, you can tell that he is solid.
Nice.
So is Lacey.
He's solid.
I walk away for a second.
Okay,
I
So
pull
you're
out my
gonna-
Nokia flip phone.
yes.
I'm
Please
calling
tell me
Jake.
you're calling Jake.
I'm calling Jake.
Okay, so we're going to pause there as we move into sort of some more investigation and your phone call to Jake, and we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap this story up, maybe. Well, there's still a little bit to go, but we'll get there.
All right. We'll be right back.
I'm fucking telling.
Probably about it.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Give each
Okay,
other
so Jake picks up the phone. Corn dog.
Jakey, what's going on, baby?
Not much. What's shaking with you? And you can hear the music in the background. You think he's probably in his office, but there's definitely a New Year's party happening at the cave tonight.
Of course.
Kid fucked up.
What?
Listen, we're gonna escort him down to a warehouse. Some shit could go down. I think he already told you what's going on, right?
No. He doesn't talk to me much, corn dog.
Well, he
It's
just
sort of a
called you.
love-hate relationship.
He just called you a minute ago, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. He wanted to make sure he was talking to the corn dog.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't put you on the fucking phone, but anyway.
I know it's been too long. Been
Yeah.
too long. Listen, so me and my friends, I think you met our friends before. I think oh no, not the one who got beat up by a DJ, a different one. But
I heard he died.
We probably shouldn't talk about that.
Okay.
Listen, we got to take him down to this warehouse. We're meeting with who knows what's going on, but I just want to let you know that I got his back. But when I come down on Saturday, I want a table.
There's a long silence. Listen, I don't know how deep he's in it this time, but my superiors are not happy with him. And it's kind of causing me some problems. So I'm not sure what you guys are into, but I need you to keep it on the down low. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can count on me, buddy. That's what friends do.
Okay, I'll make sure there's a table and some entertainment, assuming that I can't get you your food, your food choices. I know you're a bit of a picky eater, but there'll be entertainment.
I want bottles. I need bottles.
I'll see what I can do. I'll make sure it's in a bottle for you.
Perfect.
Okay. Seriously, corn dog, I'll owe you one if you can keep his nose out of trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what we're getting into, but I'll take care of it.
Okay. Peace out, my man. Keep dancing.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, fucker.
The bromance can.
So he looks at you. Duke looks at you. He says, "Look, I'll come with you, but I'd really prefer if Isabel stayed here, around everybody. I think it's safer."
She's supposed to come, right?
No, it just says that she's to bring her master. So I guess it implies she should come, but he's like, "Well, I'll go. I mean, what could it be, right?"
Do you really want to find out?
A Sabbat kill squad?
Oh God, we're gone from the Inquisition to the Sabbat.
Were they a myth too?
No, they're definitely not in the city.
For the first time, Duke seems a little uncomfortable. He's like, his mojo's not really working for him. He's like, I don't know anymore. Yeah.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Okay, so any preparations you'd like to make before you head to this industrial park?
Yeah, just I'd like to have a little bit of a private conversation with Cornelius.
Okay. While you're doing that, what is Allie and Lacey doing? Anything?
I'm calling the sheriff.
Okay. And Lacey, what are you going to do, if anything?
Calling Yannick.
Okay.
Letting him know that.
Let's do that first. So you call him, he picks up. What do you let him know?
Hey, I know you're busy with Call of Duty with the boys, but there's this address that I want to check out.
Is this for Isabella?
Yeah.
You hear him like not directed into the phone, sort of turns his head, and you just hear him like go, "AFK, dudes." Okay, what do you need? What do you need?
So this address, and I give him the address.
Yeah, what about it?
I need to go check it out. And
Are you telling me that this thing that you were doing for me turned out to be a thing that, like a you thing?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
So I'm just going to check it out, and I just, there's probably cameras in the area. Maybe those cameras could, I don't know, loop.
Okay. He's like, well, that would depend if it's a closed circuit
Of course.
camera network or if it's an open network.
I know you can.
I can check on the property though.
Oh, please.
So he starts doing his thing. Allie, you call and the Sheriff By answers the phone.
Hey, boss.
Just in a very quiet, hardly audible. Yes.
So we're headed down to, and I say the warehouse district to
Is this
check
regarding?
out.
Is this regarding business?
Yes.
One moment, please. And then your phone comes up with an alert that someone is trying to gain remote access and you need to punch your code in. Buy's like, for security purposes, I'll need you to punch that code in for me, Allie.
I do the thing.
Okay.
8.
So as you do that,
8.
you do that, you punch in your code, and your phone is no longer your screen that you would normally have there, and there's a different screen there. And she's like, okay, this is a secure line. We can talk openly.
Oh, that's great. I'm in a room, so no. We're gonna go check out this place. I've got Lacey with me.
Check out what place?
Couple of others. I let her know about, like, I'm like, there's
This
a
is regarding that Duke fellow?
Yes. Is that somebody's territory that I need to go talk to first?
Well, it's contested there. You'll be fine. I don't think we need to make any introductions to the Baron.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure. And, if Hank is around, maybe send him that direction, just in case.
It's a very busy night. Everyone's sort of scattered all over the city.
You got anybody that's in that area? It might be nothing, but also it might be something. The way things have been going lately, it might be something. Honestly, it sounds like a bunch of dumb kids, but the last time we thought it was a bunch of dumb kids, it turned out to be a building on fire. So
where are you going?
I give her the address.
I may know someone. I'll have to get back to you.
Just keeping the lines of communication open, right?
Okay. Let me have some time.
Okay.
I'll be quick. So Yannick comes back to you and says, he goes, so these warehouses are just owned by like local shipping companies. But a lot of them, this is for Lacey, sorry. But a lot of them are out of business. It looks like they're renting out some of these storage units like short term.
Like pop-up shops?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Raves. Things like that.
Right. Well,
the
camera things.
I don't have any information on any. I would think security's pretty light there.
All right.
If you'd like, I can see if I can find a guest code or something online.
That would be perfect.
That'll take some time though, Lace. Can you give me a half an hour?
How far away is this place?
You could. That's probably legitimately the drive over, a half an hour.
All right. Yep. Half an hour is perfect.
Okay.
One more thing, Yannick.
Yeah.
You know I care about you, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to work out between Bella. You know how sometimes I have sway over people? I give them a little drinky drink and...
There's just silence on the other end of the phone.
That's as
So this is a you problem.
No, it's not. But it's my kind's problem.
There's no sound on the other end of the phone, but in your mind, he's just visually breaking down on the other end of the phone.
There isn't anything I can do about it right now. But I will try to fix it for you.
Okay.
Give me time.
What are our Ventru doing? So Randall pulls Cordelius aside. Are you leaving the bedroom?
Yeah, just out of earshot.
So you go back out into the party where the music is pounding?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of lean in close and I say, I'm a little confused. You have these contacts within our enemies. You seem almost like you're friends with these people.
Oh, yeah, well, I admit. Keep them close.
You cut out, bro.
You did, yeah. I see. Gave your.
Oh, yeah. All we heard was, yeah, keep them close.
The music got real loud at that point.
That's pretty much what you get.
Okay. And I just kind of go, oh, I think I understand what you're saying. You they're right. You are. I got to admit, I didn't think much of you at first, but you're clearly a tactical and strategic genius of some kind.
The reason they put me in charge.
If you ever need a favor, help with anything, let me know.
I could add you to the Rolodex.
I'd appreciate that. I don't know what that is. But...
Oh, see, before there were cell phones, and what we would do is we had this bunch of catalog cards with names and phone numbers on it, and it goes in this thing that sits on your desk, and it actually rolls around, and you can find who you're looking for.
Excellent.
And then you call them on the phone that has a cord attached to it. It plugs into a wall.
I'm learning so much.
Hey, stick by my side, kid. You'll be okay.
Are either of you calling contacts, allies, or anything like that to try to get information?
My contacts are all medical. So.
Okay.
I'm not, because I already did it.
Okay. You're not going to pull on the mullah again? Okay.
I have a 2-point police contact.
Okay.
Could I just maybe see if there's been any reports or incidents in that area in the last month?
Sure. Okay. So you contact your contact at the police station, and you pull on your contacts there through a small network that you've established with the police. What you learn is that in Scarborough right now, a special task force has been formed with the Toronto, the Toronto Police Force. Gun sales have been steadily on the rise in the east end of the city. there has been a recent uptick in sales of not only high-powered automatic weapons, but also a small amount of army surplus explosives have gone missing. We're talking hand grenades and a couple old World War II landmines.
Oh, I know about those bouncing betties.
They do have a description of the man who they believe made the transaction.
If it's Duke, I'm gonna fucking shit.
No, they tell you it's a middle-aged white man.
Wearing
Was
a three-piece suit.
no,
His face all fucked up.
he was seen wearing a Rough Riders ball cap. No one can confirm whether it is Ottawa or Saskatchewan, and and a black hoodie.
Okay. And that's like in that general area of.
They tell you it's happening in Scarborough, which you're sort of on the edge of / in.
Okay, this pans out. Okay, I'll tell the rest of you that I think that maybe there's some kind of black market or something going on in that area for firearms, which could explain maybe why these have been rented out or whatnot. Maybe it's a meeting place or something like that. High explosive ordnance and assault rifles.
So we gotta be careful.
Yannick's working on the cameras and getting us a guest pass.
Okay.
What's Lacey's like firearms?
One.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna hang on to this then.
Don't worry, I'm strapped. I pull my Christmas sweater. I guess can't really pull it open, but
You like
I gotta-
pull it up.
Yeah.
The snowman kind of crinkles.
I have this real like old, like very tarnished M1911.
Yeah,
Right.
look, it's been through some shit, right?
It was been through a war, but like I've had it for like what 60 years, 70 years.
I kind of reach over and kind of pull the sweater down. And go, oh, okay there. Maybe-
I have the gun with the incendiary rounds that I got from the one shot.
Yes, you
everyone's
do.
just, like pulling out guns here, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta know we're doing this. I didn't
When-
Listen, I'm
realize.
American.
Do try
I
to
think
find
you have 8 rounds left in that gun.
Yeah. I only
Okay.
fired the one.
I didn't shoot a lot during the war. I was but I know how to use this if I have to.
So as Cornelius drives you over towards the industrial park,
Can I
you
say
get
one thing?
yeah, go ahead.
While we're driving over, I am Uber eating to Yannick like a bunch of food.
Okay.
Like just
Okay.
whatever I can find that's like high in carbs, high in sugar, caffeine, like just like
Broken heart food.
broken heart food.
Send
Ice
Forma.
cream,
Nobody's ever mad about getting a
Shawarma.
Forma.
shawarma. Yeah, because in Uber Eats you can do like multiple stops, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can do that on
Okay.
DoorDash here.
Okay. So you take care of that. You get a text back from him with a code for the gate. He says, it's an old code, but it checks out.
Can I drink my juice box on the way over there?
Yeah, you want to do that? You can
Yeah.
nurse one hunger away.
Okay, cool.
Randall, you recognize it as one of the bags from your hospital.
So it's my product.
Okay,
So-
Oh, yeah.
Bai gets back to you and again secures the phone.
Yep. Hey,
He
boss.
says, so it would we have some I have some clan mates in the area.
Okay.
It looks like the industrial park is closed for the holiday. However, we have a contact there. A man paid cash for the unit that you're going to a little while ago.
Did you get a description of this person?
Yeah, well, we have some video footage here of him going into the office to pay, and then you hear her go like, "Can you clean that up a bit?" She says, "Jeans, hoodie, maybe a Rough Riders ball cap of some type." "Which Rough Riders is that?" And you hear like mumbling in the back. "Saskatchewan? Ottawa? I don't know. I always lose track."
The bad one. Oh, wait.
Rough Riders.
There's 8 teams, and 2 of them have the same name.
Just so we know,
Oh, boy.
I am well aware that the Ottawa Rough Riders are now called the Ottawa Red Blacks, but I had to do this.
I wasn't. I was not aware of that.
Yeah. So she tells you that.
You hear anything about a uptick in weapons in the area?
There's been an uptick in weapon purchases all across Toronto. A number of our kind have been protecting themselves from the rise in Inquisition movements. I can assume that the Inquisition has also been purchasing weaponry.
Great. So we've got a bunch of nervous people running around the city with weapons.
It's been that way for about 3 months now, my dear.
Yeah, great. Okay, well, I'll try not to blow anything up this time.
Yes. Be careful.
I will. Thank you for your help.
And then, like, as she's hanging up, you hear her say something about, like, 8 teams and both the same name, hey? And she's gone. You guys arrive at the complex. The industrial park seems eerily quiet as a light snow has begun to fall. There's a tall iron fence with a barred gate at the front, across a concrete road that rolls downhill to a variety of squat brick buildings. On the fence is a large sign that says, "Warning, electrified fence," and like big lightning bolts on either side of it. Each building has a large number painted on the side of it, each corresponding to a large laminated map hanging next to the gate outside. And you can see where number 17 is located. Alongside the road that leads into the complex, there are patches of brown, dead grass with little patches of snow starting to form around them. There are tall lampposts blazing yellow in the frigid night and barely illuminating the road or the alleyways between the buildings. More lamps hang over doorways of the various buildings, but a number of them are unlit. The compound has shadows everywhere. Mounted on the lampposts and on most of the building's corners, you can make out what appears to be CCTV cameras. Each camera has a red light burning on it. You don't see a single person milling around, and no cars are parked in front of any of the buildings. It looks like everyone has gone home for the holiday.
Corny, maybe park her on the corner where they can't see the car.
Yes, please.
And I
Okay.
hand Lacey one of my extra scarves and just say, please just cover your face.
If she's in her party dress, there's more than that to cover.
Oh,
I would have brought like we were out and about, so I've changed into my street clothes.
Oh, okay. So,
I had no qualms getting completely naked and just doing it in the backseat.
okay. Did anyone else change?
No.
Would have been hard for him to change while he was driving.
How about Allie? Did not comfortable in the dress suit?
No, I think I would have left that on because it's not something I would
Okay.
normally wear.
Fair
but
enough.
I am gonna like put like a scarf around my neck and cover my head and stuff, and
Yeah.
make sure Lacey does the same.
Lacey, do you oblige her and scarf up?
Look, I know it's probably me just being paranoid, but after what I saw, there were cameras everywhere, and I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I text Yannick a picture of a camera with a question mark.
Yeah, he sends a message back that he's not been able to find any sort of VPN or IP address to access the compound, so they must be closed circuit, he says.
Right. Cams are hot, just so everybody knows.
So cover your faces if you can.
As you look about, there's probably a number of blind spots. And if anyone would like to give me a wits technology or a wits larceny roll, you would be able to find some gaps to avoid their coverage.
Those are like my worst skills. Technology.
Knew I took a point in life for a reason.
I'm not even gonna roll in case I roll bestial.
Good idea. Good idea. So Allie and Randall, you can both see, and Lacey, everybody, you can note some ways that you think you can move through the compound avoiding the cameras. Where you can't avoid cameras is the gate. If you use the code at the gate, you will be on camera entering the gate.
Are there so these warehouses, they're separated, there's like a gap between each of them, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are there boards between the roofs?
No, because basically these were old shipping warehouses, and trucks would have to fit between them and everything. So
how far of a gap is that?
I don't know. I would say there's about 15 feet between each warehouse. Likely, if you're looking at your if you have jumping, you're going to be able to clear that distance. If you have the celerity jump ability.
I just remembered
You have what?
I just remembered I don't have fangs.
Yeah, no, you don't have fangs, my dude. That's why we use the syringe. So, if you would like, you can try climbing the fence in one of the blind spots. That's also there. Of course, there's some concern about it being electrified.
I throw snow at the fence in one of the blind spots.
Okay, nothing happens.
Should be fine.
Ooh, snowball fight.
To climb will require a dexterity athletics check. 2 successes to get over the fence.
I have cat's grace.
Yep.
I also have cat's grace.
Means I can walk and run along ledges and wires.
Yeah, so I would allow you to use that while you're climbing the fence to add in your
user automatically
celerity.
passes any dexterity or athletic-based roll needed to keep their balance.
There you go. So anyone with cat's grace can make it up and over the fence without regard. Well, it appears Randall just goes for it.
Oh, he's
So
got a tight
rather
little
using-
tushy when he bends over.
Rather than using the passcode, Randall climbs the fence and slides over the top and down on the other side, and is in one of those blind spots that you identified.
What are you waiting so long for? Come on.
I shoot the fence.
They shoot the fence.
I
Please
don't.
And of course, Duke is with you. Let's not forget Duke. I have a tendency to forget NPCs,
Oh,
so
was
let's
he
not
in the
forget.
car with us?
I assume. Well, no. Let's say he followed you in his own car.
Oh, okay.
Did he bring any of his people with him?
Probably trying to keep this quiet.
Did you want him to?
No, you should probably leave them with.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so
it's,
he's
leave her
it's
with
fine.
Isabella.
He's alone. He's with you. He also has cat's grace and will climb the fence. No problem.
Guys, what about this fence problem? I have 0 athletics and 1 dexterity.
Oh, buddy.
Can we help him over the fence?
Yeah. I guess we'll just kind of awkwardly.
Well, hold on. I'll tell you what. Duke grabs hold of.
Over the shoulder.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeet!
climb on, old man.
Unhand me, you beast!
Better hang on, spider monkey.
Oh, gross.
So,
did you really just reference Twilight right now?
Yes, I
Get
did
out.
because
He
I
had-
had to.
he has a couple.
I'm so mad I
points
lost a fang.
He has a couple points in potence and cat's grace and scales the fence. No problem with the old man holding onto his bag. It's a little
bell-
de-emasculating though.
The bells on my Christmas sweater are just jingling.
God.
And
Amazing.
everyone is on the other side of the fence in a blind spot. And with your roll, you believe you can make it to the building 17.
Without being seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you make your way there, there is you're between two buildings and you look across and you can see warehouse 17. There is an entry door with a big floodlight over it. And then there is a loading door. But the loading door, it's a one of those large delivery doors that would roll up. But there are a whole bunch of wooden pallets sort of leaned up against that door.
I'm looking for tracks in the snow.
Okay.
Anything to suggest that other people have been here recently?
Sure. Give me a what should we do here? Let's do survival. Survival wits.
5 out of 2.
2 successes?
5 out of 2.
Oh, you got 5 successes. Wow. You don't see anything. If anyone's here, they came before the snow started to fall. There is a light dusting on everything right now.
Well, nobody's been here recently, at least. They're inside, but
Well, let's go say hello. Wish them Happy New Year.
Are we all going in, or
Well,
Do we
we
just-
need to see up close and personal how we deal with this sort of thing, Randall. Doctor,
trust
medical
me.
doctor.
trust me, I have no problems with that side of the business.
Duke, this involves your person.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to handle this?
I'll go first.
Okay.
If they see me, then they'll at least know that they might not be. What is the plan? Are we assessing Are we assessing what's inside and then,
I guess,
But-
yeah, once we find out what's in there, then
or
we'll
are we going
figure
in
it out.
guns blazing?
I was thinking we do have someone who has a stealth ability, right?
Only if I'm not moving.
Well, that's a problem.
What if we put her in a
I'm
baby
fast.
Bjorn on Duke? Then she's not moving.
No,
No.
thank you.
What?
Thank
Why don't you use your speed to try and get to a different exit or entrance and find another way in? So we're covering multiple points.
I mean, yeah, I can go check out the other side of the building.
There is a ladder to the roof.
Okay, I can do that too.
I'll join you up there, and I'll use my Silence of Death.
As to not make
ability
any
to-
sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have Allie give me a stealth dexterity as she moves to the roof?
Please don't roll like Eli. Please don't roll like Eli. All right, cool.
Okay. You don't have to make a roll because of your discipline, Alan. So the two of you get up on the roof, and there is a roof exit. But
Does
other
it
than
seem
that,
unlocked?
the roof has a gravel, it's like a flat gravel roof with an entrance.
Like
And
a
it's
little-
quite,
well,
the warehouse inside, like it's quite large. Like it'd be about 25 feet high. It's not like a regular one-story house or something. Like it's got a little bit of extra height. Do you want to move across to the door then?
it can't hurt.
The door is not locked.
Okay.
So,
Very, very slowly, so it doesn't make any
sorry,
sound.
was the plan for Duke to go in while you guys were on the roof, or?
I'll go in
Yeah.
with him.
We'll try and get eyes on him.
Okay.
And these guys can either go in on their own, on his own, and they can back him
Oh.
up if something goes wrong.
Okay. Corn dog.
I'm not sneaky, so I'll just go with Duke.
Okay. So the three of you, Duke, Lacey, and Cisco, Duke, Lacey, and Corn Dog, walk to the entry door. Open it and go in. The warehouse is shrouded in darkness. None of the lights are on, although you can hear the faint whine of a generator somewhere in the building. Once your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can see the warehouse itself is empty of packages or crates. Instead, cobwebs cling to rows upon rows of empty shelves. Near the large shipping door, you see thick rubber conveyor belts coated in dust and dirt. Above you hangs an ancient mechanical crane that runs along an I-beam the entire length of the warehouse. It's dripping with rust, chains, and cables. Against one wall, you see a set of metal stairs that lead up to a glassed-in office space that overlooks the warehouse floor. And that's all you see. Those of you on the roof, as you open a door, you see a set of stairs that lead down into what appears to be a glass-walled office overlooking, there's a little bit of light from the lights outside coming through these windows that are really high up on the walls and everything, and a bit of light shines in. Allie and Randall, as you open that door, you made your stealth checks and everything. You also see a man crouched down below the windows with his back against the wall, and he has a
Rifle?
a rifle. Does not look like a military grade rifle. This is like something someone would use to hunt with.
I'm going to look at Lacey, right?
Allie.
Allie, sorry. I'm going to look at Allie. I'm going to go. I'll reach to my pocket, pull a small leather case, open it up, and there's going to be several stainless steel syringes in there.
It's interesting that both our Ventru carry around syringes. I'm just saying.
I'm a doctor!
One is used for injecting, the other one uses them for extracting.
Yeah. And there's a clear fluid in there, and I squeeze some out. And I point at the, at the guy. I begin making my way down towards him.
Okay.
Make my way.
You about to Dexter this guy?
How about the three that come in? Duke looks around, doesn't see anybody.
Can we see where the generator is?
It's behind the stacks, you think?
I'm heading that way.
Okay. He goes with you. How about you, corn dog?
So,
Oh.
this is anticlimactic. Let's look around. I'll just
Okay.
follow them, I guess.
So as you cross the room,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I like look to see if I notice any signs of like landmines?
Yeah, give me an awareness wits.
Just having some war flashbacks. Awareness. Just because I heard that there was some landmines being wits. You might want to continue. My rolls take a while.
That's okay. We can wait here for a second while it comes through.
That makes me think there's landmines.
Chekhov's
6
landmine.
successes.
And a messy critical.
Oh boy.
That's not good when it involves landmines.
What's your
Ooh.
what's your hunger at?
2.
Okay.
Because I ate a kid.
It's true.
You should try it.
I'll pass, thanks.
The younger they are, the sweeter it is.
That's what they say.
Okay, in this case, I don't really feel like any of these apply, so I'm just going to say the test fails completely as your beast sort of clouds your senses. You don't see anything that looks remotely like a landmine. However, as you're almost to the stacks, to walk between the stacks of those shelves, Lacey, you and Duke, Corn Dog's pulling up the rear a bit. Suddenly all the lights in the building come on.
What I was afraid of.
And just for a moment, you and Corn Dog feel a tingly sensation on any skin exposed to the lights.
That's what I was worried about. How close are we to the generator?
You've still got a fair amount of distance to the other side of the warehouse. However, unless you have taken, and I don't think any of you did, I checked on this beforehand, unless you have taken a flaw for ultraviolet lights, they don't actually hurt you.
Nope.
So you get this tingly sensation, and then you realize that, like, some rookie has tried to kill you with UVC lighting.
Instead of like high output halogen.
You just can't get that high.
You need, like, the power of the sun.
You need you need real sunlight. However, the lights
Big
come
magnifying
on.
glass.
The lights come on, and as they do, you hear from somewhere off in the, it's not working.
Oh boy.
Ah.
And
I'm wearing my sunglasses.
the guy in the guy in the office begins to stand with his rifle just as you move up behind him there, Randall. And are you going to inject him?
Yep, right in the neck. And I'm gonna try and hold the gun so it doesn't drop. So that I'm like kind of
Okay.
holding his body into me. So
Why don't you give me a dexterity athletics check while you do that?
These like the guys dressed up like Batman in like hockey pads.
I don't know. Is that what it's like?
Have you seen that? I think it's in like Dark
Yeah.
Knight. Where it gets,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
They sick the dogs on him or something at that point, don't they?
Oh, wow.
Okay, So that is not enough to guide him down gently. So here's your choice here.
Okay. I
He can
love
thud-
these kind of choices.
He can. I'll let you succeed at a cost. I will let you, get the needle in and guide him down without any problems. But other people in the building see you do it.
Okay.
Or
You're
going to jab him in the neck and there's going to be a struggle.
I feel like they kind of already know what we are.
What does chat want me to do?
What does chat want you to do? There's a delay, so you're gonna have to wait. Let's go to everybody down on the floor. As that happens, so the lights come on. Lacey's like, "Can I get to the back and consider sprinting?" I assume.
Yep.
You hear someone yell out "murderer" and gunfire opens up from the crane cabin.
Annoying. I'm still.
So
going
what
for the
would we like to
generator.
do? Okay, so you're dashing for the generator. Corn Dog, what are you doing?
Somebody's shooting at us from up in the crane.
Yeah.
Return fire with that old pistol.
Does it? Is it an automatic weapon?
Yes, you hear multiple rounds fire off and a barrel flash from the crane up by the roof.
Does it just seem like one shooter?
Yes.
It's probably hard to in the confusion or whatever.
No, you're a war veteran. We can go with that.
Thank you for respecting that.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I'll just pull out my pistol and return fire.
Okay, so the rounds do not fire at Lacey or Corn Dog. They are targeted on Duke, and Duke takes a burst from some sort of submachine gun or assault rifle, and he is knocked to the ground by the impact. But you can tell right away, Corn Dog, he's not hurt by it. He starts to stand almost immediately. So go ahead and take your shot. Give me a dex.
I'm still gonna shoot just because I want to.
Yeah, give me a dex firearms check, my man.
Okay, firearms, dex. I'm gonna add 1 because I specialty with my pistol.
Yep.
So let's add a modifier of 1. I pull it out and pull the trigger. I'm like, holy shit, it still works. 3 out of 3.
Nice. So your damage bonus on that gun, is that a +3 pistol?
It's like a heavy pistol. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we gave it last time. I think it's a +3. So your damage would be 1. You got 2 extra successes. You got 1 extra success past the first 2 that hit. So then, okay, you definitely hit your target. Lacey, can you give me athletics, dexterity, and if you have any... Oh, actually, you automatically make it because you're Cat's Grace, don't you? Do you have the second celerity ability or just the Cat's Grace?
Just the first one.
Okay, so you don't actually make it to the generator, but you, as you dart between the stacks, and there's all kinds of knocked over shelving in that as you start to work through this maze.
Is there anything with relative heaviness that I can throw?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
So you're
grab,
gonna you're gonna as you let me just finish and then you can tell me what you want to do. So you jump over some of these downed shelves. No problem. Your Cat's Grace guiding you through, and then you can see sort of this big heavy switch on the wall that the guy has thrown up. He does have he has a gun at his side. Again, not a military grade weapon or anything. Something that someone like a shotgun, someone used for hunting. Exactly. He has that in his hand. You can see the generator on the floor, obviously powering all the lights above. And you don't quite get to him though. You're maybe about 10 meters from him, 30 feet.
Whatever I can grab that's heavy,
Yeah.
I'm hucking that at his head.
Okay, so we are intending to really harm this person if possible.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do, I don't know, Dex. Let's do athletics Dex because you're throwing something.
Three of two.
3 of 2. Yeah, it hits this guy upside the head. And maybe even cuts him because it's metal. It's part of the metal shelving that you've thrown. Cuts him, and you see him like he falls over. Let's go upstairs. What's Allie doing? You can hear gunfire breaking out down in the warehouse. Did you come down with Randall when he jabbed the guy?
Yeah, it would be like right behind him. So if he's struggling with this person, then I would be there to help.
Okay.
Because I do have lethal body, so
you can assume that they're down on the ground already. But clearly, other people inside the warehouse, you're like, somebody saw that. So as you run down the stairs, you're in this big glass enclosure, and there's a door to a set of steps leading down onto the warehouse floor.
And so, like, if I'm looking straight out the warehouse, like the window.
So you're looking at the side of the crane that's hanging up off the roof.
Can I see who's in the crane?
A white man with a hoodie and some sort of CFL hat.
Not sure what.
He's a CFL fan. Just throw him.
But you can notice that he has a Kevlar vest over his hoodie, and he let off a couple shots, and he took a shot, and he's sort of thrown back into the cab from the impact.
Okay,
that's right.
And shit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna help Randall deal with this mess first.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure Lacey.
Well, the guy that Randall's with that went down, he stopped moving.
He stopped moving? Okay.
You don't know what was in that needle, but the guy hits the ground and he's not moving.
Okay. Just yell at Randall to like tie him up or something. Mm-hmm. And then if I go, is there like a little walkway like around the office thing?
No, but there is a door onto a little platform and stairs going down.
Okay.
I take my tie off and I tie the guy up to the railing.
Okay.
How far of a jump is it to the crane?
Ooh, I don't know. How far can you jump?
I don't know.
Well, even if you get
I'm going to say,
I-beam.
Do you have the special celerity jump?
No, I don't have the jump one. I have the one. So like if I can get to the I-beam and run across it to get to the crane, then I'll do that. Because I have Cat's Grace.
Sure, I'll say there's an I-beam that you can run across to get to the crane.
Okay, then I do that.
Okay, so you
across there.
You go out, you sort of throw the door open and jump up onto the beam and start balancing out to the crane. Below you, you can see a man just get hit by a massive drawer, and Lacey is about 30 feet from him. You're not going to make it to the crane this turn. You're going to be darn close, though. However, give me a wits awareness check.
Three of two.
Lacey, you don't think Lacey has seen there's two other guys in the maze of shelves. You're above looking down. So in all those shelves, metal shelves and racking that she ran through, there's two other people sort of closing on her.
Okay. Shit. And if I say something, they're gonna see me up here.
I'll let you
I just
think on it.
Keep moving for now.
Let's jump to the next. Let's go back to who went first in all of this mess. I think it was Randall. So Randall, your guy is down on the ground, and the cocktail that you have served him has got him just relaxed and out.
Excellent. I grab the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
My Baruha friend has jumped over into the crane.
Yeah, she's actually running across the top of an I-beam towards the crane. She's not quite to it yet.
So it's a scoped rifle or
No.
iron sights?
No, it's just got sights. Yeah.
Okay. I swing it round like back towards the crane to see if there's anyone else there.
There is a man inside the crane.
What about like behind the crane? So if the other side.
So give me a wits awareness.
Awareness first, right?
Yeah. Awareness wits, pardon me. Sorry, what did we get?
Fail.
A fail. You do not see any other targets other than the man in the crane.
I'll take a shot at the man in the crane.
Okay, go ahead and give me a firearm dex.
Please don't accidentally shoot me in the ass.
You do not hit him. It ricochets off the crane's body, but it was close. It was close. Let's go to Corn Dog. Actually, the guy in the crane went slightly before you, so he is going to. He climbs out of the crane and starts to move to the back where there's a ladder going down to the floor. He does see. I'm gonna say he sees Allie at that point, and pulls the trigger on her. So Allie, what would you like to dodge this? Would you like to try to avoid it?
Yes, I have. So I have rapid reflexes, which means
So you're allowed to dodge bullets.
Yes.
Yep. I knew you had that. So give me a athletics dexterity, and I will take that off his successes.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Dex what?
Athletics dexterity. And I'm just going to check if you get to add your celerity to that as well. I can't remember if that ability allows that, or if you need to burn a blood point for that. No, you don't. It's free. Pardon me.
Bless you.
Yes.
you.
So even with lack of cover, because normally you need cover, you can dodge firearm attacks. You can also take a minor action worth of up to 2 dice per turn, such as readying or reloading weapon for free. Okay, that's good to know. So go ahead and make your.
And there's no modifier or anything to it?
No, not at all.
Okay. 3 of 2.
Okay, so a round grazes you. It does 5 damage. However, it is not considered aggravated to vampires, so it only does half, so 3.
And those are slashes.
That's right.
Okay.
And with your cat's grace, I am not going to require you don't fall off the beam.
Okay.
Okay. Duke gets up and runs for the back with Lacey. Jake, Cornelius, what would you like to do?
He's climbing down a ladder at the moment.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to shoot him in the leg.
Do it.
Called shot for the leg. He's wearing a vest, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah. So the leg's the way to go here. So it was firearms dexterity.
Yep.
Imagine being a vampire that uses a gun. Embarrassing.
Hey, use the tools that are at hand.
I blew up an entire safe house with one last game.
I have rolled. I'll be with you in 10 minutes.
Not a problem. You've made your check. That hits.
Oh, good.
Not really well, but it sort of grazes his leg. However, this is considered lethal damage to a human being when you don't hit him in the jacket. So, yeah, I'm gonna say he falls. Falls off the ladder, and you hear a thump. Lacey, a man lands on the ground beside you. Well, not beside you, but ahead of you, lands on the ground by the generator. Okay.
Oh boy, 2
Pound and
pound.
Pound and pound.
I hope I haven't missed anybody's sort of turn, but Lacey, I think it's your action here. The guy that you hit with the drawer is sort of starting to get back to his feet. And like I said, another man has just hit the floor beside him.
Okay. I'm closing the gap to the other guy.
Yeah, you're on him, no problem.
And-
The bodies hit the floor.
Brutal fade.
Are you in a brutal feed?
No, because we didn't look for cameras. I might have cameras set up in here, so I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him.
Okay. You're good at dummying people. Strength brawl strength, please.
I'm going to engage lethal body. Which
Yep,
that's passive. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that happens automatically.
So I'm engaging prowess.
Okay, let me see if that adds to this dice pool or if it's just
potence rating of the user to their unarmed damage value as well as 2 feats of
Okay,
strength.
Okay, so that it won't add anything to this roll, but it will add to damage when you hit.
Okay. And what am I
Hit the
rolling?
dude with the other dude.
2 gnomes for the price of 1. Whack!
Yes.
Do you want to do that?
No, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yep. So go ahead and give me brawl strength, and then if you hit, we're gonna give you, like, for every success past the one you needed, you'll get to add and then you get to add I think half your potence to the damage as well.
Okay.
Or no, the users on attacks now do aggravated health to mortals.
I also have specialty in brawl.
Yep. So when it asks you for a bonus, you can add a bonus dice when it asks you for a bonus.
This one.
Yep, 1.
6 out of 2.
Nice. So the first success just counts as the connection. We then have 5 additional successes, and you're doing aggravated lethal damage to this poor man. So you will snap his neck with the impact of your fist, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, he tried to fucking kill us.
Okay, so you hit him, and you just feel his face go to mush under your fist, with your prowess kicking in your potence, and yeah, he just folds under you.
You shot him in the leg for a reason.
No, it's the other
No,
guy.
that guy's the guy with the leg shot. He's on the ground beside her.
Okay,
This is
fine.
another guy. Oh, that's fine. At this point, 2 other guys come out of the stacks, and they're both going to shoot guns at Lacey. Lacey, you can take cover if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the guy I just killed as cover.
Oh, nice. I like that. Okay, so give me. I'm gonna ask athletic strength again, just to swing him around in time, and I'm gonna double check their checks here.
Do I add anything to that?
Nope. You can add your potence, the +1 again.
Okay.
Oh no, that was for your specialty. Never mind. No, it's just straight strength brawl to get the guy in front of you. Strength athletics to get the guy in front of you.
6 out of 2.
6 out of
Nice.
2. So that's gonna reduce that by a
4 out of
lot.
2.
What?
4 out of 2.
Yeah,
Bottom number.
you rolled 6, but you got 4 out of 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's still okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay,
I was
so
reading
listen.
the wrong number too.
They both fire shotguns, and a spray of buckshot covers you and this poor guy's body. He is dead now. Dead.
He was already
But
dead.
Lacey does take 2 points from each of the shotguns. Even now, that's after being reduced down from 6 because you had 4 successes there. So you halved again. So you take 1 from one shotgun and 1 from the other shotgun. So 2 non-aggravated damage. As sort of like stray shotgun pellets sort of catch your arms or your legs that weren't quite covered by this guy's body. Okay.
Duke, make yourself fucking useful.
I think we're like at the top of the round now again.
Did
So Duke is like 30. He's where you were last round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He has
Yeah,
celerity
stand
just
up.
He has celerity just like you. He did get knocked down from the impact of the rounds. So now it's Randall's turn. What would Randall like to do? He can see that Lacey has just held a man up as a shield. There's 2 guys below you on the floor, Randall, with guns pointed at Lacey. There's a man who is trying, like he's hurt bad. He's been shot in the leg. He's been shot in the chest, but he had a vest on, and he fell from the crane, and he's trying to stand up.
Well, he's not an immediate threat, so I'm going to take out one of the guys, or try and take out one of the guys who have,
Yep.
who are shooting.
And I'm going to give you an extra 2 dice on your firearm check because you're on the high ground above them.
Thank you.
And as
so
we
much.
all know, the
I
high
have
ground
the high
wins.
ground. Hello there.
Firearms. Dexterity.
Yep.
That means you want to increase my pool by 2.
Yep. So the shot goes off. Oh, it didn't hit. Now, if you'd like, you can spend a willpower point to re-roll 3 of those.
You know what? I would love to.
What's your hunger at right now?
I'm not hungry at all.
Shouldn't be at 0. It should be at least at 2.
Well, I did not check it, so it must.
That's
be
okay. Check 2 of those. Check 2 of those, but then burn the willpower point. There should be something that says willpower reroll up by willpower on your sheet. There you go. Okay, well, you do get another success.
Excellent.
And it looks like it's a crit. So we have 2 crits, which actually makes 4 successes. The gun does an extra 3. Yeah, he goes down, my man.
Okay.
You take a shot. You see the impact spray as it goes through his sort of shoulder up here, and then he's just like on the ground.
I cock the gun again. Recock
Yep.
the bolt. Get ready for another shot.
So the man on the floor struggles to lift the loading bay door. The guy with the hat and everything, he's trying to get that loading bay door up. He's struggling, and it doesn't quite lift yet. The Duke arrives, and he walks. He's going to jump on the one that is still shooting at Lacey. Okay. And I don't even know that I need to roll here. Let me check his stuff. Duke is actually maybe better than you realize. So yeah, much like Lacey, he comes across and he has lethal body as well. He throws a fist into this guy, and he folds and goes down, and then there's like maybe another fist thrown as the guy hits the ground, but he's not moving. let's go to Cornelius.
Shoot the fucker in his other leg.
So you're gonna make your way through the stacks. You don't have celerity though, right?
Nah.
So I need you to give me your favorite athletics dex.
That's one die.
Okay, then instead you could burn a blood point to give yourself a +2.
Actually, it's 2. I have 2 decks.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Burn a blood point.
Yeah. So you can make a rouse check. Sorry, you can make a rouse check to get a +2 on a roll.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm hungry.
You're hungry, but you do get +2 on the roll. So give me a.
I'm just gonna roll a straight dex check and add 2.
Yep, that's fine.
I have rolled.
That's all
I
right.
don't know if the rouse check is quick, but the other ones are
Yeah, that is weird.
super
It
slow.
must be the math on the sheet. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
I don't know, but ginger ale is delicious.
A messy critical. I love it. So let's check. I'm pretty sure. So you make it there, no problem. By the way, and a messy critical. I haven't got a chance to use this one yet. So basically, there is a masquerade breach here. You visibly demonstrate your supernatural speed, and your fangs are you don't have fangs, so there's just no one could have moved through those stacks. No mortal could have moved through those stacks the way you do.
I think
so
what you're saying is no 85-year-old man could have possibly
exactly. And you see the guy trying to lift the big heavy garage door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get as close as I possibly can to him and just shoot him in the back of the leg.
For a roll, because this is the third round and we do play 3 and out. So you're gonna come up behind him and just shoot his other leg. Yeah. There is a cry of pain as the shot goes through.
Any chance the door rolls down on top of him?
He hasn't even got it up really yet.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, open it for him and then.
Just help him out with that.
Well, just a second. We'll let you do that, but first, Allie, you're moving across the catwalk.
Yeah. So, okay. No, all of the bad guys are handled at the moment, right?
Yes. The 2 that appeared out of the stacks, one was shot by Randall, and the other one Duke took care of. And then Lacey has one holding up like a shield, and then the final one is unconscious up in the office. And then the guy that is sort of the identified guy with the ball cap and all that, he was trying to get the door open, and then Cornelius shot him in the leg.
Okay, so I'm looking around for because I'm up sort of ceiling level, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm looking for cameras, recording equipment, anything like that is gonna give away us being here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a alertness wits.
Oop, hold on.
Yep, no problem.
My roll 20 just was freaking out for a second.
Oh, nice. 4 successes. Allie looks around. There's nothing like that here.
Okay. I start making my way down to Lacey.
Okay. Lacey, doing anything as we finish out this final round?
Sorry, is the one guy who fell still beside me?
Yes. Corn Dog is with you there, and he just shot him in his other leg. The man has 2 gunshot wounds to the legs. He took a shot to the chest where his Kevlar vest protected him, and he had a significant fall. He is in very bad shape. This man will not be walking anytime soon.
Okay. I pick him up and make him stand on his feet. What do you think you're doing?
Okay. He cries out in immense pain. Immense pain. And you're all a bunch Bunch of murderers.
You're the one that tried to shoot us, darling.
And then, is everybody sort of coming together around this guy?
Not me.
Are you staying up on the catwalk?
Yeah,
Like you're up on the balcony. You're gonna stay up there?
Yep.
As Duke comes over, the man looks at Duke with the kind of hatred that, he knows who Duke is. He's like, that one there killed my fucking brother. And he lets out a wince again and a whine, and his legs kind of buckle under him, and I assume you hold him up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your brother?
He says, what's it matter? What's it matter?
Well, if you're going to try and kill a bunch of people because they apparently killed your brother, shouldn't we know who was killed?
He winces out the name Noah Gardner.
Look over at Duke if there's any recollection.
He's about as callous as you. He just shrugs.
Sure.
Sorry, darling, but you're fucking cattle.
He says, yeah, well, your time is coming.
You tried to kill me with a light bulb.
He doesn't really have a response back for that. You can see that you can tell that he clearly thought that would work.
So, are we just going to kill you now then, or would you like to suffer?
He looks around at everyone. Does anyone give him any kind of sympathy, or is everyone looking very hard-faced?
Oh,
Certainly,
you might need medical attention on those legs.
Lacey and Duke are showing no remorse.
I mean, he kind of knows what's going on. I think he has to.
Sorry, darling, your masquerade break.
He's like, a masquerade? What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't even know, do you?
He clearly does not know.
How fucking precious. Just hand him over to Duke.
Okay. Duke will immediately start to feed them. Until, the man whimpers for a moment, but the bite has a effect over this poor man, who is immediately sort of put out of his pain. And slowly but surely they slump to the floor and they're lying there. Ali, I will say that with your very high awareness check, you notice that there is still, this man's backpack is still in. There is a backpack in the crane.
I go over to it.
Oh, landmine.
Remembering what they said about the landmines, just sort of very slowly open this backpack up.
Okay. There is no landmines inside. The inside is a notebook with scribbled scrawlings of what may or may not work on vampires. No, you now realize that the bullets that they were shooting, they're silver bullets. Again, unless anyone took the silver weakness, they don't hurt you. They're just regular bullets. There's also a number of receipts from army surplus stores and things like that where this man bought ordnance that was no longer armed, because you wouldn't be able to buy I
You
know
wouldn't
it's
be
a
able to
little
buy a
different
live
down in the
one.
United States, but maybe you can
Even
in some
here,
places.
they look at you weird when you try to buy claymores. Okay.
So the ordinance was bought was not live ordinance.
But it could be
Not
still
that
be
it's hard.
made.
Yeah, it's not hard to
You just need the
rearm that
anarchist
shit.
cookbook, and you're
Mhm.
good to go.
Yeah,
Like, okay, so
and his cell phone is in there as well.
I open his phone up and start looking through it.
Yeah, it has a lock. It has
Face
a
ID?
code lock.
Guy wasn't shot in
Sure,
the face.
I love that idea.
Okay, yeah, I go down and like
Does
I
it
would
say
take the
that?
backpack down then by the others.
Just
There's
weakened
nothing
in
else in the
Bernie's.
crane or anything.
No.
I'm
Okay.
going through everybody else's pockets and
Yeah, you're finding a lot of very Joe Blow stuff on these guys. Like if they were any kind of tactical team, they would have removed all identification. It's all there. Like their wallets and everything is all there.
oh, this guy had a 20.
And as you know, if this was an Inquisition strike, like it sounds nothing like what Ali described. Right?
No, this is just vengeance.
Yeah. So on those guys, you managed to pull together some money and stuff out of their wallets. You've got some credit cards if you choose to take them, things like that.
Wow.
Those can be traced.
I'm just saying, there is stuff there.
Let's go get McDonald's.
And yeah, so Ali comes down off the crane, comes over, and Duke sort of wipes his chin. You scan the phone in front of his face and it opens.
Okay, I start looking through for like any kind of like whatever contacts he has in there, text messages, all of that shit.
Okay, so first of all, you find information about his brother. So there are sort of saved links on his browser to the Toronto Star newspaper about a man that was on the east side of Scarborough killed by an animal attack about a year ago. And it is Noah Gardner. 40-year-old man. This man looks a little older than 40. You find out that his name is Moses Gardner. And you maybe put two and two together. There's a auto repair shop, funnily enough, not far from here, called Gardner Brothers. You can tell from his phone, like he's got bank account information and everything on there. His bank account is nearly empty. He has dumped all of his money over the last few weeks buying supplies, guns, and weapons. And as you're going through his phone, you then see a contact that just says broken man.
Oh no.
What?
Remember that guy I told you about? Messed up face.
Yeah.
He knows them.
That's fun.
There are a number of text messages listed under that contact where broken man is telling him where to rearm the ordnance.
Like
make
locations?
Yeah, like people in the city that he could talk to get that sort of thing rearmed. There's also some mention of that he's certainly welcome. Like he's like grasping for. He's asking him like, "Can we use UV lights?" And Broken Man is like, "You can try using lights, but there's no guarantee they'll work. If they bring," he goes so like he's very open. If they bring ghouls, this isn't going to work. Okay. And they're like, and they're Broken Man early in their discussions is even like use the blank bodies use the blank bodies ghoul to get to him. Once you've destroyed the master, we can come and administer help to the ghoul.
Yeah, it's like vampire Narcan.
And there's a fair amount of back and forth, but the broken man never like comes out and like there was a lot of rookie shit happening here. He kind of was keeping this guy at arm's reach, but was at the same time sort of tutoring him.
You share all this?
Yeah. Are you hurt, Lise?
I'm fine.
I'm going to say that you can now start to hear distant sirens.
We gotta go. We gotta go now.
Well, we can't just
All of
leave
their-
them here.
Do you want to burn the place down? What do you want to do? Like,
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. Gas line?
I want all of their IDs, all of their credit cards,
Oh, we
all
took
of that
everything.
shit. Yeah, no. Like, I want to take it so that it can be like disposed of properly.
I start
So
like.
that
I
it's
think
not
you guys
being
did.
used.
fingertips.
You guys did collect all their ID up and stuff.
Yeah, we took all their wallets, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We also.
Quick, get on their teeth.
I'm gonna say we're gonna take the guns too because they would have registration.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if we take the guns and stuff too. But
So the armament. Everyone had a shotgun or hunting style rifle, with the exception of Moses Gardner. Moses Gardner did have a submachine gun and a pistol at his side.
While they were doing all that, as my patient started to come around.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. I think that would probably put him out for at least a half hour. Don't you?
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I don't think he's awake yet.
Have you
Okay.
prepped your kill room yet?
what are you doing with him, Randall?
I'm gonna ghoul him, and we're gonna go question him for more information. So I'm gonna take a small scalpel out of my back pocket, take off the cover, cut my hand.
I will give you a heads up that without permission to ghoul him, you could get in trouble.
It's okay. He's got mommy.
It's true.
Do you want to ghoul him?
Well, good to have someone that we could use
Do it.
as
I
a
dare
pawn.
you. A triple dog.
He's a
dare you.
loose
Do it.
end.
Do
Randall.
it. Do it,
I
and then we
wanna
can
do
snap
that,
his neck
Randall.
after.
The sirens are getting closer.
We need to go, and we need to go now.
All right.
I'll be in the car.
I
I
don't.
run to the car.
I don't do it. I grab him by the collar. I pick him up. And I throw him over the edge so that it lands on his head.
Okay, so it's a bad ending.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're breaking a gas line or something?
Yeah, breaking the glass line and like pulling some shit on the generator so there's a spark. Like a live sparking wire or something.
Okay.
So we've got a little
Normally I would ask for a technology check for that or a craft check or something, but let's skip that because we're right at our end of our time. So okay. So you
I've got
rig
plenty of like craft. Like I have craft too, so like Allie
Yeah.
would know how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're escaping the warehouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dodging back through the blank zones of the camera?
Yeah. Get back to the car.
Up and over the fence together. Again,
Yeet, corn dog.
Duke offers Corndog his back. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
Jake says I have to take care of you, so
Funny. He said the same to me.
I'm sure he did. So you guys get over, and sort of as the police are coming in, you are sneaking to wherever your car is parked and leaving.
Oh, let me roll a crack driver roll.
And
Please.
there is a bit of a fire. The fire does ignite. And I will let you know that thank goodness no one opened the garage door because that's where the landmines were triggered to go off.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yep.
And I
I
can't
was
even
wondering.
I can't even tell you the kind of damage they do to you.
Yeah.
So they would detonate as the fire sort of spreads, I think. at some point.
Oh, shit.
However, so Corn Dog, do you want to give me a drive check to avoid any police entanglements on your way out of the area?
Do I? What's the other skill related with drive?
I feel like it would be your composure in this case.
Okay.
Oh God.
Drive casual. I don't know. Fly casual.
This is my one thing.
I know that you do this really well.
I've done it. I'll be with you in a minute.
Yep. Look at all the dice. Yeah, dude. No
Nice.
police pull you over as you clear the area. You are not accosted by anything, and you return.
We take Duke back wherever the fuck he wants to go.
Yeah, he has you
I'm
drop
gonna
him off at Isabel's place.
Take a little chat with Duke.
Okay. So,
Sherry.
so you guys drop Duke off, and he goes into the building, and Lacey, what do you say? Maybe you step inside the building with him for a moment.
Yep. It's kind of like
The
him.
party has like just crescendoed, and as you're talking to him, you can hear a countdown. Like people are upstairs, like going 10, 9, 8.
I'm not trying to kiss you, if that's what you're thinking. But,
I mean, I couldn't blame you.
I couldn't blame you if you wanted to kiss me.
Are you saying you want to kiss me?
Ew.
No. Maybe.
No.
Relevant. Why
Okay.
I stopped you. You're gonna let your ghoul go. And you're gonna walk away. Or
It's
I'm
easier
going...
said.
No. There is no easier said than done. It's over for you here. You understand me? You're already in big shit, my friend. This little possible masquerade break could blow up in your face.
Jake, you won't believe what fucking happened, man.
Are you out in the car giving Jake a play-by-play as best you can without ruining anything?
I'll call him the next day and let him in.
Okay.
I'd probably call Marissa at some point.
He says, she's gonna go through horrible withdrawal.
Don't worry, I've got a thing for that.
You got a thing for that.
I'm resourceful.
You can tell he's very torn on this, but not in sort of an emotional way. Like there was something he wanted here. He's thinking pragmatically. Let's say I walk away and you and your friends are just on the other side of the ravine in East York, right?
Yes.
So I keep Bermondsey here. And you don't expand your borders past East York into Bermondsey.
Oh, darling, you think you're in a position to negotiate? You're so fucking cute. And as it hits 12, I'll kiss him.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that on a cliffhanger like that for what happens there. The rest of you, let's say that we drive home after this, and how does the phone call go with Marissa?
I just say it's done.
Let's not say it's a phone call. I think you would meet her because then you can talk more openly.
True.
She has another number of businesses downtown, so you meet her there the next night.
What's her title? She's the progenitor?
Primogen.
Primogen.
Mm-hmm.
I meet her, bow, blessed Primogen.
Mm-hmm.
The issue has been resolved.
What exactly was the issue?
I
Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year's. It was it appeared to be a small band of uh, firearms enthusiasts that seemed to know way too much. The phrase the Bruja. You guys are Bruja, right?
Yeah.
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 The two Bruja mentioned uh, the broken man, broken faced man was guiding these.
I'm not aware of any broken man. What could you give me you've spent some time with them now. Do you think the Bruja can be trusted?
I don't think you can ever trust someone that doesn't have the composure that the Ventrue has.
Ah, well said.
But they're useful.
Essential Graham is very endeared to them.
They're useful.
They saved his child, and as a result, he feels he owes them.
They're useful pieces to move around the board.
We'll see if we can't find out more then in the nights to come. With that, she's very happy with what you've done, and you know, you have a pleasant conversation following that with her as she describes some possible business opportunities for the Michael Guerin Hospital and your contacts there. Corn Dog, call Jake or just go over to Jake's. I think maybe just go over. He has your table all ready for you.
Oh no, I was gonna go on the weekend. I was just gonna
okay.
call. I was gonna call him in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good for
Okay.
the night. I gotta get home before they start wondering.
Absolutely. You actually get home at a decent hour. Like it's maybe an hour or so, maybe 2 in the morning. Your family though they're all in bed.
Yeah, well, they probably waited up because I said I was gonna watch the ball drop with them, and I did.
Yeah. You're sure you're gonna catch shit about that. Do you call Jake then? The next night?
I'll call him the next day, sure.
And he says, everything go okay?
It's taken care of. Your friend should be a little more cautious in the future.
I'll try to
Maybe
push
not
that
having
wisdom on him.
Maybe not having a ghoul all over the Twitch talk.
Twitch talk.
he's like, okay. Easy, Corn Dog. You have your field of expertise, and I have mine. Either way, you are going to come this weekend. I have a business proposition for you.
Oh. Well, that sounds interesting. Count me
Yeah,
in.
best not we talk over the phone about it.
I might bring my new friend with me. Seems resourceful.
Very good. I like making friends.
I know. I doubt he can dance like us, though.
Few can, my friend. Few can. We'll put a show on and then we'll talk business.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. Allie, let's finish off with you. What do you do?
I tell Sheriff Bai I need to meet.
Yep, so you meet with Sheriff Bai. Hank is there as well.
Okay. I bring all of the, I bring the cell phone, the IDs, the credit cards, all of that shit. I bring that.
Okay.
I bring that to Sheriff Bai.
Okay.
What?
Just a quick text to you. Send BM to the ghoul.
And what?
Bowel movement.
The broken
Bowel
man.
movement.
And then it's a zombie emoji.
Oh. In other words, send the broken man to the ghoul.
So Isabella doesn't go through withdrawal. Because the zombie ghoul Narcan.
Oh.
Ooh, I like this.
Okay.
This is interesting. Are you doing that before you go to see Sheriff Pie?
I send Lace back a message. You know, I only have one of those.
What?
Oh, she has one. She doesn't even have to send the
have
broken man.
one.
Why would you use it when we have one that we can just send the broken man to go do it?
The broken man is a bad guy.
I know, but he's going to release Isabella from the ghouling.
That was in the text messages on the phone that once Duke was dead,
Yeah.
they would send a team to remove the ghouling. Remove the ghoul connection.
Lie. Obviously. Assuming, I mean...
Okay, if you tell me that in the car on the way back to the house,
yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Then
So, are you doing that before you go to see Bai?
Yeah, and then once I go see Sheriff Bai.
I'm not going to worry about the discussion with Bai then. I just want to know what the text message says or the phone call goes. That's what I want to do. So, what are we sending to the broken man?
It's been handled. Release her.
Okay.
Eggplant emoji.
There's like 3 dots, like a reply. There's a reply is coming. And the reply comes, the news is reporting a fire. An explosion. A number of firefighters were even injured.
Ah, shit.
Is this you, Moses? Question mark.
Are you in the car while we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like literally sitting next to you, panicking.
Oh, you're doing it that night? I thought you were doing it the next day.
No, like I'm sending this while Lacey and I are still in the car together.
Okay, then he does. That's not what the reply was. It just says, Duke won't be bothering us anymore.
No.
I send what Lacey tells me to send.
You're just like, what do I do?
This is not my area of expertise, and I'm just like, nope.
The reply comes back then that we will handle his associate. We will meet soon to discuss further hunts.
Count on it.
Also, the silver bullets didn't work.
That too.
All right.
And then I make sure to turn the phone like all the way off.
Yeah, snap the SIM card.
Yeah,
send him a GIF.
I make sure that the phone is off, the battery's out of it. I take the
We
SIM
love
card
GIFs
out,
and emojis here.
and then I tell Sheriff Bai that I need to meet, and
and then we'll do the meeting next time. Next time. But so with that, a successful New Year's celebration comes to an end. Once again, in the 6th, there are buildings burning at the end of another night on the prowl. As I said, fire trucks arrive only for the mines to detonate, and there are some injuries. But, the ramifications or what happens next, well, I think that will leave for another time and another story. Let's see if we can thank you, the 4 of you, for playing tonight. Let's see if we can find another vampire stream to raid, maybe. I don't know if there's anyone else on.
Sounds good. let's take a looky.
If you
Wait
have
for
not,
the new
oh,
year.
Montreal by night.
Oh, there we go.
You know, we're going from Toronto to Montreal.
What's
I like
Jack
that.
doing there?
I know. If you have not gone and done already, head over to canadiandice.ca. Remember to use your code OMRD for a 15% discount off all stuff in the store. It's pretty cool.
What kind of dice? What shape dice you got?
You name it.
Oh yeah,
I
the
rec-
shape haven't even been created yet.
I recommend the new 10-siders. I think they're pretty cool.
Polycule?
They're pretty
Dice?
cool.
Excellent. When you need to roll in infinite dimensions at once.
That wraps our vampire stories for 2023. We'll be back in 2024 with more vampire stories. The plan is to get more chapters of Blood and the Six done. So yeah, we're gonna jump over to Wandering DM, who's running Montreal by night.
Happy holidays,
Bye.
everybody.